I just let it do that. Bring it in there like $3. It's like this.
No, you good. God bless you on shot. Bless the camp. Good spirit. Bro's ready. All right, Shalom with the Hebrew Israelites, coming to you week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of this wicked and sinful kingdom, all right, called America. Before we go any further, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakah, the ones our apostle husband millstones to them on to the elect. All right, we're going to jump right into it. It's going to be Psalms 2 and 1. There's, you know, what I titled the camp lesson today on my page, Why Do the Heathen Rage? And you see a lot of things going on. If you're putting a microscope on prophecy, you see that the Lord is moving, man. He's putting the spirit, all right, having the angels working the minds of these heathen to what? To buck up against who? All right, the hammer of the whole earth, man. All right, this war. All right, and if you once again paying attention, you'll see that what? These other nations are trying to come up together, right? And turn their backs on the dollar, right? On America, on the small hatters, okay? But we're gonna bring the precept. We're gonna keep going back into it. Whoever got it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Yeah, because all this, the tussling, right, is for power. When they fail to realize the Israelites are the ones who are next to rule, to run the earth, all right? And through process of elimination, it's the people that everyone hates. Starting with the so-called black man, down to the so-called Latino, down to the so-called Native American, man. We are next to rule. Second Ezra, the 6th chapter backs that up. But Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning to follow the importance of knowing these scriptures, man. All right? And when you know these things, what? You're going to believe. Everyone has a biblical nationality. These gutter rats are the only ones that has a biblical nationality. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, I don't want to digress, but read it again.
This is Psalm. This is Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
I just want to say it real fast. She's supposed to show the younger women how to be. You know what I'm saying? Got the whole block out. What's that title, right? Second. Yeah. You know, she had a whole rack out, man. The younger more, well, yeah, whatever. But anyways, yeah, you know, at least she got her boobies covered up, you know. But the scriptures say, why do the heathen rage? The Lord's putting on these leaders to rage, man. Right? Because this is fulfilling Bible prophecy. You know? You get the NLT over this one? See what it says in NLT. Because you got DJ Trump, you know, he's I don't know, brother, the Monroe Doctrine, right? Where Eastern influence would pretty much take over the West, right? And now Trump is trying to put an end to that. Because it's a domino effect with things, man. All right, with U.S. taking this oil, right, which is bigger than just what people think it is. Oh, he's taking down a drug pin, a kingpin. You know, no, it's about keeping these other nations at bay, keeping the power, right? That's what it's about. Because you got to remember, Venezuela was what? They had ties with Russia, right? China, especially China, for this oil, man, and that would put a damper. Y'all was watching something. They said if South America allies with the U.S., that would put China behind 2 decades in furthering what they're trying to do. You know, what you got?
Because this is Psalms 2 and 1 in the NLT. Why are the nations so angry?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they waste their time with futile plans?
Yeah, you know, and we understand why. Because it's prophecy. These nations are building up that hate for America and the small habits, man. Who are you to tell me what I can do? Who are you to tell me you're gonna put sanctions on me if I do business with this to make my country better? You know, that's a devil for you. That's a deceiver for you, man. Give me Revelation 6. And we come to understand that this man was created to do these things, man. 6 and I think it's 4. And nobody has anything, we're gonna keep rolling.
This is Revelation 6 and 4.
Yep.
And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Go ahead.
And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Yeah, so who was blessed with a sword, man? Right? Esau. And that blessing was passed on down to the descendants. Esau passed away, right? But that blessing was passed on down. And what is he doing with it? He's exercising to the max. All right, in these latter times, he's going to go all out, 144. Wow, 144 with a K on the end of it. God. You know? This man would look red because they're not white, they're different shades of red. All right, it's created to take peace. Going back to Proverbs 29, when the righteous and authority of people rejoice, but when the wicked bear fruit of people mourn, everyone's mourning, man. Everybody's mourning, even his own people. These people are putting a heavy illusion, man. To take peace from the earth. So no matter what type of deal you try to do, right, it's not going to be peaceful for you and your people. Never. Gad said this man spoke with a forked tongue. Never trust the white man. Right? Going back to Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, because this is rust going to eventually show forth. And these nations are noticing that, man. They know that. They're like, look, man, nah, we're gonna do deals behind closed doors. And now it's to the point where they don't, you know, these nations don't care. They don't care what America has to say. Oh, was that in on that? Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
There's Psalm 33. I read 10 and 11. Psalm 33, verse 10. It says, "The Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught."
Yeah, because that's the plans of the Lord, to bring it to naught, man. You know? And Esau's laughing. His what's those called? Man? I forgot what those are called. Yeah, G-Wagon. Yeah. You know? He don't have much time to enjoy that. You know, he's on a worse level than the average so-called Negro, man. But anyways.
Psalm 33, verse 10. "The Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught.
Yep.
He maketh the devices of the people of none effect."
Yeah, of none effect, man. You know, it makes me that scripture. He is digging for pit, digging for himself. Paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? What this devil is doing, the earth is come back to bite him, right? Everything that he's doing, in actuality, it's in righteousness on the wicked side. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? He's been a perfect wickedness in the earth because that's what the Lord created him for, right? But it's all going to come to naught because that's his plans are not the plans of the Lord, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
I'll read it in the NLT, then I'll jump to 11. Psalm 33, verse 10 in the NLT says, the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, frustrates the plans of the nations.
Yeah, because the counsel is carried headlong, you know. He's putting, you know, strengths. He's putting difficulty in their plans, man. No one wants to play by his rules anymore.
Yep. Finish Psalm 33 and 10 in the NLT. It says, it thwarts all their schemes. It thwarts pretty much means the foil. It's of no use. That's what's happening. Brothers get into, man. Yep. Esau's all the tactics he's doing, being, you know, devil that he is, he don't have the same power no more, man. Because why? His power is secrecy. Yep. So him being, you know, underground and not seen, that's how the nations pretty much was asleep. And now they're looking up to his bullshit, and they're standing up against him. They're making, it's in Jeremiah, making small on the heat.
That's spirit. Hey, get Jeremiah 51. Any more of that, my dog?
Yep, verse 11. Yep. Psalm 33, verse 11 in the NLT says, but the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua's plans stand firm forever.
Right. His plans. It was written already. Every step that every individual made on this earth, even down to this heathen, you know what I'm saying, was made already, man. And look, it's not going to come to pass. You can't offset prophecy, right? They want to be like Jacob. They want to kind of off, you know what I'm saying? Supplant, yeah. It ain't happening, bro.
The spirit ain't with you. It ain't going to come fast.
Right.
The spirit was with Jacob. Mom Dukes, man.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
But not with Esau. Psalm 33, verse 11, NLT, but the plans, it's like Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's plans stand firm forever. His intentions can never be shaken.
You got Mike.
And so his intentions, meaning what the Lord wants to play out. It's his counsel, you know, which is written out in the book, man. So that what? So the nations know that only he is, man. Yahweh. Because again, going to what Esau's doing is nothing more than what Pharaoh was doing in ancient Egypt. You know, he's getting hardened, he's getting more fierce, getting more demonic. So the Lord can ultimately magnify signs and wonders and deliver the Israelites from among the wicked of the Egyptians, man. Went into now it's Esau, man. And even 2/3, man. 2/3. These are the same people that were murmuring in the wilderness, taking the Lord front of the table in the wilderness, just being an asshole, man. Yeah. And the Lord, that's why he said, y'all not going to enter into my rest. Right. You know, so y'all was walking around for 40 years, that's Jake now, man. In the same bullshit, dead end job, talking to these talking to these stupid ass females. Same females, you know, same old hamster wheel, man. While getting elect, eyes have been open. We see exactly what's happening, man, and we laughing as you devils again. Talking about the G-Wagon, yeah, man, we laughing at you, man. Yep. You know, get that last best. Yep. Go ahead and run on that spirit, man.
I got something real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 39:16. It says, all the works of the Lord are exceedingly good. And you got to put that in perspective, man. Especially what happened to us. A lot of our people don't want to accept what happened to us. Esau doesn't want to accept what's happening to him now. You know what I'm saying? Look at these heathen. Especially the Edomite man.
Yeah. But that's why, because Esau has character. He don't got no character. Remember what Cain said when he got that punishment after he killed his brother? Yep. He said, that's too hard. Too much to bear, you fucking bitch ass. The same spirit was on Esau. Yeah. The same spirit was on Esau. He wet. Yep. Imagine how ugly he was looking when he was crying. He don't have crocodile tears. Esau was who crying, Father, please. That's Esau, man. That's him now, man. Yeah. Because he couldn't accept the judgment. That's why he's trying to go around and subvert. He's trying to supplant the Lord, man. If Jacob, all Jacob, he's going to supplant the Heavenly Father's only begotten son. You're tripping, man. But here we are, man. 2026. He's still at it. That's why we know the Lord's going to do something. Because he's falling into, again, the trap of the Lord. Babylon's taken. That snare, right? And that's why, again, if Esau was really in power, he would stop what he's doing. He would repent. He would 360. He would stop being a demon on the earth, man. But he's not. He's going to keep going until he's destroyed, man.
There was a picture I wanted to show. It was Esau tore up face crown, right?
Yeah.
Are you finished, Mike?
What else?
God. Sirach 39:16. All the works of the Lord are exceedingly good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. We're living in that time. We're living in that time. Every so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American should be jumping for joy, man. Hip, hip, hooray. You know what I'm saying? Our captivity is coming to an end. Get my Charleston White on.
Right.
You know, you gotta get excited. These are exciting times, man. Because we're living in a season where it's gonna be mass confusion, all right, destruction, chaos, the end of this deceiver as we know it. He's bringing his own demise and don't even know it. Them bunkers not gonna save them. Their survival plans is not gonna save them. They're not gonna rise from the ashes like the phoenix. It's not gonna happen. It's fucking fairy tale.
Hey, but somebody gotta fill that role.
That's right.
Like brother always say, better you than me. Think how about you trying to fucking eat him? Fucking devil, 2-time loser. Even the elites, man, they gonna have their day too, man.
Yep.
Baby soft hands, blood drinking motherfuckers, man.
Yep.
They in trouble, man. This is what we're saying through the spirit. We're confounding, them that are, man, as we are not with us. The city, we seek for.
Yep.
Paraphrasing. We have to continue with city.
Hebrews 13.
We're confounding that which is, man. Esau's power, man.
Yep.
It's by mere words, man. Words are powerful, man. We got the words of Yahweh Shah.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm on that Jeremiah.
Yes.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10, and it reads, "The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, Verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power.
Go ahead, finish up. Yeah.
Verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth."
Yeah. You know, it seems like this man hasn't been judged, right? The things that he has do on the earth, especially to the children of Israel. But it's going to be a reward. We're going to see that. We're going to call that number. The reward of the wicked, man. All right? And the Lord can also let Jake get a hand on this devil, man. All right? How much more in the kingdom? How much more?
What was that?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, and verse 10, and it reads, "The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance."
That's really the elect, especially in these times. The wicked, they're not crying for Esau going down. They want him to rule over them again. Pretty much again, just like with Egypt, man. They want Pharaoh to rule over them. No matter what Esau's doing, man, going over there, grabbing up their presidents, taking them hostage. You got there's uprising, but you got a lot of North tribes that's happy.
Bro, at my residence, it was a Jake that put the Venezuelan flag on their car. Like you said, what happened? They put he somehow right over his roof. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, what the? They have no clue what they're celebrating.
Right, you got ICE agents, ICE, and y'all still want this devil to rule over. They can see. That's what happens. The Northern Triangle got no leadership, man. We went to last week about the Northern King. None of them was righteous, man. So you in Venezuela and Brazil, that's the reason why the Southern tribes don't have no land, man. And you look at Haiti is called hell for a reason. Because when Judah raises up, man, that's what Esau really scared of, man. Because the other tribes follow suit. But again, one time of the righteous rejoicing, that's us, man. Yep. We're not crying and upset, like Stephen and Django, crying about getting deleted.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go to you.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 59, and verse 7, and it reads, "Behold, they belch out with their mouth, swords are in their lips, for who say they doth hear? But thou, O Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, shall laugh at them.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision."
Yep, and it's a state of confusion. Okay? You gotta remember the will of the Lord. What's the will of the Lord? To ultimately destroy this place, man. All right. Finish it. You know, that's what the Lord's getting ready to do to this place, man. Also, that land over there in where the small hats are at, that's gonna be demolished as well. You know. Is that it on that?
Psalms 59 and 9. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is my defense.
Yeah, strength in the Lord, man. That's what we waiting on. We're not waiting on. We are the bullets for your gun, so it's on back order. You know, hell no, man. Our strength is in the Lord, man. That's what we waiting on. It's power. Start with those names, man. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run up into it, and it's safe. Look what happened when we been delivered out of Egypt. Did we need carnal weapons? No. You know? And the things are written 4 times, written for our learning. You got it, bro.
Psalms 59 and 10. The power of my mercy shall prevent me. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall let me see my desire upon my enemy.
Yeah, man. Now, Psalms 83 comes to mind. You know, the enemies of the Israelites, Lord willing, part of number, we get to see it, man. Okay? Some of us will be sent back to the spirit world, but guess what? We're going to come back down, raised from hell. But for the ones, all right, that didn't get sent back to the spirit world, it's going to be on, man. It's going to be on, man.
I got a precept.
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 7. Because, he mentioned, the fall of our enemies. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
That's beautiful, man. You know, that's something you're supposed to be excited about, man. Get happy about. You know, whatever. Look at what's that movie? What's his name, man? He was going through and knocking off these slave owners and these plantations.
Nat Turner?
Nat Turner. Think about the excitement, the happiness they got from that, man. You know, riling up the truth, riling up brothers. You know, even though that wasn't.
Birth of a Nation.
Yeah. You know, how much more was really our time for us to go through that, man? Because it wasn't our time then. You know, that was just a little snippet. You know, but how much more when we see the downfall of this man? And we see it now. We see it now, man.
Hey, Nat Turner wasn't the only one to do that. It's another man that did it. I think they nicknamed him the Reaper or something like that. He was going around unaliving slave masters and families. So it's they like to bury history like that, but it's stories of Israelite men taking revenge, in their own hands,
Yep. Tribe of Levi.
That's what I said.
Yeah, man.
There was a dude, I forgot his name. I'll look it up on it. I'll look for it real quick. But it was a general in the Haitian army that he defeated Napoleon.
Yep.
Yep. Napoleon, that movie came out not too long ago. This dude, he did a number on him, and they deceived him. They killed him. They got him by some land.
Yeah.
General, but they couldn't stop him.
Wasn't that the same guy that went over to somewhere in South America and he was trying to help free Asher and them? Yeah, it was a Haitian guy, and they still got a statue over there to this day. Yeah, he's like, we got brothers over here, we need to go help them. But all that came to naught. Once again, it wasn't time.
And Esau, he don't really like to teach that history. He kind of try to keep that on the low. Because he don't want Jake to get motivated or get an idea.
Yep. It's facts. So that's one thing that makes us happy, man. Seeing the downfall of this dude, man. It's bad when it's bad, right? When your woman don't want you. The women of your own nation don't want you, bro.
So son of Rumption. What's that history?
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's
It's G.
What's that phrase? Slave, like,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah. To son. Reversion?
Yeah.
Yep, I got it.
Maybe I should know what that name means.
You gotta find it. Yeah. He was captured by the French, but he defeated Napoleon's forces.
See?
Good old Haiti
Yep.
against an old. Because France at that time was a power, man. Napoleon was running shit.
Yep.
You see how the French was doing back then? A little bit of history, man.
Yep.
You know, Napoleon is likened onto Alexander, man. How he was moving. And this dude was beat him easily.
Yep.
You know, they hid that fact. That's why they surrendered him and killed him, man.
Yep.
They had a peace treaty, you know, which he's supposed to be a general. He's supposed to know better,
Right.
you know. But that's how you know again the Lord was dealing with Eve, but killed him. Yep. Like you quoted earlier, never trust your enemy, man.
Right. Then you gotta remember, Jake don't want to fight all the damn time. You know, that's an Edomite characteristic. 144 again. Which 5? Power. We getting that power back, man. You know, what us doing right now is power, man. You know, now he got the AI messing with what brother's saying, you know, on the YouTube, right? Do what you gotta do, bro.
You seen that coming.
Yeah. You know, the odds are stacked in our favor. But anyways, let's get back on this deceiver, man. This buck-tooth deceiver, man. Yep. 6, I think it is.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 6, and it reads, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity."
Yeah, you know? And that's the mindset you got to be in. Of fleeing this place mentally. But what? It's also what these heathens getting the hell out of Dodge. Because this place is going down, man. All right? I always had to bring it up, but it's true. Back here a few years ago, I was delivered to this place, Indian guy. So I can't make no more money here. It's over. It's over. 2 weeks later, the shop was gone. You know? What?
For this is the time of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Yeah, payback. All right? The Lord's paying this place back. Paying this place back, man. You know? Little by little, he's tormenting. And that's worse than being just taken out. Because the Lord can easily just take this place out, man. No, the Lord wants to torment it, man. Exactly. Being in a state of uncertainty, you don't know what's going on. Those are the times we're in, but the Lord is bringing it, man. Go ahead.
Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, man. You know, the philosophies that America pushes, you know, they want to push the alphabet community throughout the 4 corners of the earth. You know, they got kicked out of Africa for that, the land of Ham for that, man. Back here a few years ago when Kamala Harris went over there, right? Pushing that madness, spewing that madness. Okay? You know, what are some of the other things, man? Oh, promoting a woman. Put her in positions of leadership. You know, they was mad because I forgot that one chick's name that was fighting for education over there in the Middle East. How the women need to be educated, this, that, and the third. No, the woman's place is up on the road what her man wanted to fucking do. That's it, man.
Your education is roll some bread.
Yeah, exactly.
Make a house, clean the clothes. That's what. Raise the children. How about that?
Right. You know, but that has spread it. That nonsense has spread it, man. And these other nations like, hold on, what? No. That can happen to the blacks. You know, those Mexicans, those native, those Tontos. But not us, not our people. You know?
That's how you know it's that wine. It sounds good. It's like, yeah, give them the right shirt. But it creates confusion.
Exactly.
The Lord has a heavenly order, man. How it was conducting something on earth, man.
That's right.
There's no debating about it. If that was in the scriptures, it would be said women could be equals. You can do the function, you go to school, go to university, be a fucking butch, walk around with a plastic dildo. That would be the scripture. It's not, man.
I remember I was in college. What was it, softball coach? I called her a fucking butch. He couldn't stand her ass, man. So I ended up writing a letter of apology to her. You know?
I mean, lucky then, you probably would have got expelled now.
Oh, man.
Kicked your ass
Yeah.
out.
Listed and everything.
Yeah. I didn't stay on the basketball team too long. I was like, I didn't stand up for the when they did the president. Yeah,
That's funny.
it was all spiritual though.
It's,
Yeah. We got it said, "Oh, the nations are mad, right? Because they're seeing what's happening, man. Right? It's destroying their country. And look, that's how we know the wicked is. Malachi 1, right? Wherever he go, he's going to spread that wickedness. Panthers, man. They don't even deserve to be there, bro.
they didn't play us today. That's
Yeah.
why they like it, man.
I mean, I get it, you know, but
Jake clinging on to anything he can, try to get a dub. You know his fucking life sucks. Panthers in the playoffs, like, oh, okay, it ain't that bad.
yeah,
Yeah, all right.
yeah. 8-9 record. Come
Right,
on,
man.
man.
Right, not record.
Oh, Tampa, I'll be heated.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, so the nations are mad, man. They're upset. You know? And rightfully so. If you got a spiritual eye, some type of a righteous eye, you'll see. And look, man, this man ain't right. Even his own people starting to realize he ain't right, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone, into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky.
Yeah. You know, once again, it said balm, right? It's a healing agent. So you got to remember, the Lord does not want to heal this place, man. If so, it would have been healed already, right? You know, it was come on, bro. Who's that? A car? Oh.
Well, that's what happened.
Yeah.
It's complete opposite of last week. Last week
It was cold. Yeah. But yeah, if the Lord wanted to heal this place, he would have put it on the minds of these deceivers, right? These red deceivers, DEVILS's, right? To have a change of heart. I know you probably remember that show, Change of Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little dating show, right? Yeah. You know, he would have put the spirit of his devil to change your heart. But he has it. He wants to show the earth what it's like for wickedness to be ran at a high level. He's doing his part, man. But now that he's fulfilled his part, the Lord said, look, now I'm taking everything away from you. I'm setting my men up. The nation's going to do what I'm commanded to do. Going back to that Proverbs 21, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. There's rivers of water, that's right. You know, that's the time we're living in. You know, Ezekiel 12 comes to mind for a lot of our people. They don't believe it. But it's playing out right before your very eyes, man. Was that the end of that?
This is the book of Jeremiah,
51.
chapter 51 and verse 10.
Yeah.
The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai
That's
have
it.
brought forth our rod.
Sorry, yeah, anybody else holding it then? Okay. No matter what order. Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Yeah, because it's a time. It was a time for it, man. Okay? And we're in that season now. You gotta remember, once again, this blessing was the sword, man. And what you do with a sword, right? What put it to work. You know, he destroyed things. And that's what he has done. He's destroyed the earth. He's destroyed the nations. He's destroyed the Israelites. You know, shalom, bro. You know? And now it's time for him to pay up. You know, the Lord saying, look, all that destroying you have done, I'm getting ready to put it to a stop now. Brothers want to get in,
How does Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Wow, because you know, it's like astonishing. Like, you know, once again, America's might. You know, history reports, you know, from before these armed was unstoppable. You never, you know, lift up a finger against so-called America, because not only itself but its allies. America was allied around the world, man. It honored its NATO and EU agreements, man. But now here it is, you got your president saying ain't no international law. What the hell? You can't trust nobody like that. This nigga's loose, man. They already said he got dementia.
This is Jeremiah 15:24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware.
Yep, because the Lord is using Esau's pride and ego against him. Yep. You know, because he can't put it down, man. He can't humble himself down. He got to show his muscles, because he's in a time of his rulership where he's in paranoia. He knows in the back of his mind, here it is, 2026, 250 years. Yep. Well, we know the study. You know, that's the average of empires, man. So he knows he's on borrowed time, man. So he's trying to remind the world, more so remind himself, or try to lie to himself that he's important. You know, that he's still in power. He got everything on the wrap. He does it, man. You know, so this is going to the time again where he's in the rulership where he's becoming mad, man. Read about Claudius, you know? Oh, yeah. He was called the Mad Caesar, man. If I'm not mistaken. Not Claudius. No, it wasn't Claudius. It was Claudius. Yeah. He was bugged out, man. He said his sisters and all types of shit, man. It's Esau, man. He's the end of his reign. Yep. You know? So again, that snare is being laid, man. It's covetousness. He can't keep his hands to himself. You know? He's going around trying to bully the earth again. Yep. Right? It's called neocolonialism. You know, new. He wants to go around and conquer the world again. He's going to do it via his technology and his chip and Palantir, man. Yep. The Lord got something for it, man, boy.
Thou art found and also caught.
You got found out. You got exposed. You know, you left yourself open, man. Ultimately, left yourself open to prophecy. Because again, Yahweh Shah's not going to let up. He's going to grab you. He's not going to say, you good, you know, I was just playing. You're going to get lowered down to that pit and you're going to suffer what you've been doing on the earth when you come back. It's going to come back onto you, man. You know?
Yep, and if I can add, you know, how you talked to brothers who mentioned, you know, the U.S. and not keeping his hands to himself. The situation with Greenland could cause a real big problem, because they talking about U.S. talk of taking Greenland could damage the relationships between NATO and the EU, right? Yeah. I want to see you heard me. Yeah, I see you.
You got it big time.
Yeah.
You know why you can.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, do it all.
Matter of fact, you do it, don't you?
Yeah, do it. How about come back and do it? Get done with destruction.
Yeah, them cars can't take no accidents, for real.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah. The situation with Greenland, if Trump go run in and take Greenland, that could ruin the relationships between NATO and the EU, and they can say, you know what, you on your own, because now you're doing too much. Now you stepping on your own allies' toes. Now you taking your own allies' land. You know? And Trump claimed he doing it to prevent Russia or China from doing it, but Russia and China not even thinking about Greenland.
So he also threatened the UN. He said, if it wasn't for us, Russia and China would be afraid of you guys.
Was you finished, Mike?
Yeah, I was supposed to agree.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay, go on. Yes.
No, Gabar was saying something though.
Yeah, I just mentioned I was talking about Greenland and you know, having grown in his relations between NATO and the EU. you, and then everybody go turn on the whore in the end.
Yep.
Reading on says, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
Yep. They're caught, man. You know? It just made me think that, you know, we live in the times where this man right now is being revealed as wicked. You know? It's something that sparked what I told you to get. It's something my God said to spark me, the Thessalonians. And I'm trying to. Yeah. Maybe it'll come back to me while you
being revealed.
Yeah. It was something you were saying, though. Any more of that? Mike, you got something, right?
Yeah, I was in Jeremiah too.
Yeah.
So it's Jeremiah 49. These are all future prophecies. You ain't know. So Jeremiah 49, verse 15, it says, "For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men." This is what's happening. We literally see this before our eyes, man. He is being exposed. And he's being hated. You know, it says make him small among the heathen, his reputation, his family. You know, at one point in time, he was, you know, the man to be. Long hair, blue eyes. You know, speaking the English, going to university, suit and tie. You know, that was a thing to be, man.
It's like, now what is this woman saying? Now, I want a child with melanin.
Yeah.
You know?
I want a man with style.
Yeah.
You know now Esau, man, played out. You know, again, this is what happened, man. The more Esau does his stomping his feet around the earth, the more the nations hate him, man. The more the nations hate him. This is pretty much, again, these are the points of WWE, man.
Yep.
You know, when these world wars happen, it's not declared, hey, we're in World War. Just events that happen and look back in history and say this is the time when it actually started, man. This is where we are, man. We're at the time of WWE being started, man. You know, it's the Lord said, wars, rumors of wars, you know?
Yep.
That's where we're at, man.
You said something. He said going around stomping, right? Because he's the wicked. It's Malachi 1:4, where Edom said, "We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath a nation forever." And I brought it out because, like you said, he goes stomping around everywhere. And what is he? He's bringing wickedness everywhere he goes, man. Everywhere, man. Yep.
Death and destruction, man. He still got his receipts, man. You know, his time of him being in power to now, all right, it's nothing good, man. You'll say, "Oh, we invented this, we civilized." You really did it, man. Look at your so-called civilized society now, man.
Right.
You call that civil?
Right.
You know, at one point in time, you called yourself a God-fearing man. This country ain't ran by the laws of the Lord.
Right.
You know, you ran by your own ego and pride, man. The demonic nature that you have, man. And you can't hide it no more, man.
That's right.
What?
Go ahead, bro.
What they are. I don't remember what the wickedness that happened in your heart. They gonna get there.
Okay. Well,
But the judgment gonna be on y'all.
yeah, bring that real quick, then you go.
This is the book of 2
Oh,
Thessalonians.
Yes, right.
Jeremiah 49, verse 16 says, "Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou dwellest in the cliffs of the rock." Right? Again, pride. This was blinding him, man. You're like, dude, you just chill. You're just doing too much, man. That's literally what the point where Esau's at. He's just doing too much. And he knows he is. But his pride won't let him stop, man. He can't get off the gas. He can't control himself. He has to keep being a demon on the earth, man. Pushing, shoving, causing reactions, doing false flags, you know, manipulating. That's what he does, man. Because why? He's been deceived. He's deceived himself, man. Yep. Right? Because he's at the power seat, at the top of the hill. You know, especially them small hats, man. They think, again, they're going to rule forever, man. But they got this entitled nature that my whiteness allows me my greatness, man. Well, being white ain't white, man.
Right.
So finish Jeremiah 49, verse 16.
Hey, you hear that, Ephraim? Especially Simeon. Y'all hear that?
Damn near all of those kingdoms.
The Lord might zap your ass in that day.
I'm telling you. Man, they got one of the biggest Stockholm syndromes, man.
Yes.
Even the darkest Dominican.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I ain't black.
Yep.
Because they want to stick away from that stigma. You know, the curses. You can't run from the curses. You a nigga too, buddy.
Yep.
You more of a nigga than a lot of Jacob here in so-called America. You straight off the shit, nigga.
Bro.
Yeah. They come straight from the west coast of Africa, man. They African as fuck, man. Somebody black.
Yeah, and over there in Dominica, I seen a video. You don't even got to get on the boat to get to Haiti. They could just walk across a mountain or walk across the stream and or a small bridge, and you right there.
That's what they do. Because a lot of Haitians, they go over there to the Dominicans to do work. You know, they work in the sugarcane fields and all that stuff, man. They integrate. They got so-called Haitian hoods in Dominican Republic, man.
Yep.
I know. I would know because my mom's side. Yep. My whole life, my grandmother thought she was Dominican the whole time she's Haitian. She's Levi. You know, because it's so close, man.
Yep.
You know, they want to run from that stigma of being ultimate curse of Judah, because Judah got the worst, obviously. But you can't run from it, man. We're all the same people. We got to be catching hell because y'all niggas don't listen, man.
I forgot how you said it in Spanish, but it's like keeping the race pure. But their eyes, keeping the race pure is lighten up the race.
That's it.
You know?
I'll finish it. Jeremiah 49 verse 16, thy terribleness hath deceived thee. That's what he's doing, man. This nigga is terrible. He's terrible among the heathen, man. Again, stomping around, the bully in the playground, man. Until somebody else comes around and pushes you, man. They want to cry. The villain victim. That's the term for Esau. He's the villain victim.
Don't work.
Jeremiah 49 verse 16, thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thy heart, O thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down thence, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai. So it's again Esau reaching, he hit his peak already, man. It's nothing but a downturn now. His whole hope is he can get a silver bullet, to ultimately forward his agenda, man. His rule shit, man. Some new technology, which now emerging AI, supercomputers, and this crazy left-hand stuff technology has. Charger?
Nah, brother's got it.
Yeah, he wants to use the technology to try to forward his kingdom, man. But he can't. Because again, the Lord is only going to increase him as far as he allows him. That's why I brought you to hold it. Second chapter. He didn't let him from that to be taken away. I'll read one more verse. Jeremiah 49 verse 17. Because also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. So Esau will get the plagues of Egypt, man. Just like Pharaoh did, man. That the firstborn, you know how Esau is with his seed, man.
Yeah.
He get a young little demon. You know how he treats him. We're gonna take him, man. And a lot of them young boys gonna go to war, man. Your sons gonna go to war and get drafted or whatever, man. They're in the navies, and because most of the majority of the military branch is the so-called white, But obviously it's not gonna get to them.
Right.
But you're gonna be over there in the wars fighting the Russians, the Iranians, and you think they just some pushovers. China. You saw the missiles that Russia just used a couple of days ago, supersonic missiles, with no defense, and it was just kinetic weapons. It wasn't nuclear.
Right.
They just showing y'all, okay, we got some shit you can't handle, man. And again, this is the time we're at, man. So with Esau and him trying to forward the agenda, all he's doing is making himself fall further and further and further, man. He's losing traction. He got the power, the steering wheel, with all this power, but can't put it to the ground, man. Right. Because the Lord is taking the kingdom like he did Esau, man. He's taking the kingdom from Esau. He's losing the spirit. That spark is gone, man. That thrill is gone. Southern America's done, man. Look at downtown. This is every downtown city is a camp. Look around, it's a shithole, man. Yep. Uneven pavement, fucking back hurt, can't stand on this shit. All the wires that run under here. Yep. That's what I love, that some call controlled demolition, nuclear hellfire, man.
You know, you think about it too. You said about the wires up under here and stuff like that. That's how so big South America is to America, even with the resources, because I think it's Peru has the biggest lithium, right? And that's a what's the word I want to use? Investment that Elon Musk needs.
Yeah, batteries.
With them batteries, and even to have the whole grid on an electrical grid, you need those batteries, man. So it's a domino effect of things why America did what they did by strong arming Maduro.
Exactly. Yep. And it shows you his plans. He's not as smart as you think he is. With Elon, he wanted to push everything electronic. You see now there's a pushback on these electronic cars because one, they don't make no sense, and two, people can't afford them, man.
Right.
Where the hell you going? There's no infrastructure for that, you know. So again, you find out again your so-called people you trust in the smart guys in the world. They're really fucking stupid, man.
Yep.
Yeah, because the problem with those EVs was the charging station. You couldn't put them up everywhere.
And everybody was on an electric vehicle. And grid, how the hell is all this power? Where does that come from? It's stupid.
There's a whole bunch of dead cars everywhere.
The city. Blackouts.
Exactly.
You know?
You have an electric car with no lights.
Yeah. But
That's what happened with what is city in California? Sacramento?
oh, yes, they did have a blackout
Yeah,
recently.
it was, yeah. They said the electric car was stuck on the side
San
of
Francisco.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Real fast, I want to say real quick before we move on. That was a problem because people were fighting because remember that N-Dub was in that white dude's charging station in his crib, and she was like, "I'm only just charging my vehicle," and he was about to like take her out, take her out and get on. You know what I'm saying? She drove up to somebody's house to charge.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, like,
That's bad, right?
right. But that's Eve though.
That green initiative stuff is all just a for control. These electric vehicles, they was the Cybertruck. They parked the shit over. The truck parked itself on the side. It didn't even park. It stopped. Nigga, they update his shit.
Yeah.
Like, niggas don't update their phones. That brand got like 5 upgrades.
Square had a big tank.
Yeah, that's just, and it's not clean. It's destructive. So where you gonna put these lithium batteries at?
Exactly.
Where you gonna put them? You can't. Those shits do not degrade. It's not like a banana peel.
Right.
All it's gonna do is create more destruction. That's why again the Lord gotta come back, man.
And if a fire start, they can't just put it out with water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have a special fire shit like
That's
that.
crazy.
Like foam or something.
Houses have been exploded with the Teslas in the garage.
It's can't put the fires out.
Yeah. And watch it burn.
Where we at? Okay. Get Revelation 18. He was holding it. Oh, shit. Hey, what want to bring up?
I ain't gonna be able to.
This guy, man. Yeah, start it.
This book of Revelation 18 and 3.
Some chapters, bro. Like,
That's good. That's what I'm printing. This is Revelation 18 and 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
like we read in Jeremiah 51. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Yeah, so they made money. They made money off this bitch, man. Really us. We're the biggest consumers. The children of Israel. Go ahead.
Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Yeah, that's literally come out of this place, man, being beamed up into them ships, man. All right? But when the sound of that seventh trumpet hit, if you on the shores of America, man, you're going to be burnt up. Man. Couldn't tell. There's a chick on the attachment side. Couldn't tell.
And the missiles is ready in North Korea. After Trump did what he did with Venezuela, Han Yong-yang did a couple missile tests to puff up and show his nuclear capability and to show that he ready and prepared to put those missiles to use of war.
That's a good point you make, because Esau didn't expect these nations to have this capability. He always thought he was going to be on top, man. But once again, not understand the will of the Lord. The Lord had to where these nations are saying, look, we're strong now. Exactly. No? You got it.
Oh. Revelation 18:5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh has remembered her iniquities.
Yeah, man. So look, the report's going up of what this man has done in the earth to the apple of the Lord's eye. Everything he has done is been in pure wickedness, man. Everything is dying upon this devil, man. Everything is suffocating, mentally, spiritually. Right? The Lord said in Matthew, if you don't make a speedy return, there's going to be no flesh to be saved. That's what this devil is doing in the earth, man.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Now, how did this bitch reward us, man? Captivity. You know? Shackles. Diseases. Hunger. Homelessness. Lab rats. More lab rats, man. Right.
Should be lab rats now.
Facts.
Yeah, GMO, they messing with the food, giving people viruses and diseases.
Wow, yeah, and the tomatoes. Yeah.
Can't even eat, you think you eat healthy, you eat poison.
Hey, it said the food, the produce in Walmart was more organic and better than in Whole Foods, man. And then in Whole,
That's crazy. Kind of over the leg and hold.
yeah. Yep.
Nigga look cute. That's when niggas doing some shit.
Organic.
Yep.
Transferred. Hey,
Crazy.
Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Yep. So she's going to receive double, man. These Edomites going to receive double for what they have done, right? Close to 500 years of captivity, they're going to receive double, right? And after they're done with their captivity, they're going to be erased from the earth, man. There's not going to be a need for an Edomite. It's not going to be a need. And that's going to be a great day of rejoicing, man. When you sit back and reflect on the things this devil has done to the earth, the things that we're going to finally know about everything this devil did, you know? It's going to be a rejoicing time, rejoicing over the fall of our enemies, you know? You got it, man.
In the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Keep going. And the Lord's going to make sure of that, man. Right? Isaiah 14 comes to mind too. All right? Yep.
Revelation 18:7. How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
Think about it, man. This man got free labor for how long? And these mites got the nerve. Got the nerve. Why can't you just, what's that saying? Pull up your shoelaces, bootstraps, bullshit. Yeah. My guy, you got generational wealth. You know what I'm saying?
You just fucking up. You losing. In the bag. You had all this time to
Yeah.
your dominance on the earth, and you fucking it up.
It's crazy, man.
Divided.
Yep. That's a good point. You know, these devils are divided, man. That's how we know their kingdom's going down. It tells you that one of the precepts is in Mark the 3rd chapter, man. Okay?
It says, so much torment and sorrow give her.
So she's going to be Esau, right? Along with the heathens. Can't forget about them. But we're talking about Esau, talking about America, man. Okay? It's going to be tormented. We're living in those times now. Government shut down, so we don't know how they're going to get their checks, how they're going to get food. Okay?
start fucking around the waters, look at it's called maritime. We can start watching these trade routes get cut off, man. It's a time of war. You're not gonna be able to go to the store and get your damn potato chips real soon, man. Fucking Doritos.
That's gonna be cold.
Yeah. You cut off, man. Because how do you think shit gets here, man? The logistical chain is real fragile. We seen that during COVID, man. Yep. Now these nations backing out, dealing with so-called America. Hey, man, good luck, man. Good luck going on Amazon and getting tables, couches, TV stands. Yeah. You're going to be paying $500 for everything, man. A loaf of bread.
Yeah, because like you were saying, once these stores, while these trucks stop moving along and supplying these stores, the stores don't have like a day's supply. Then they're gonna start rationing.
You see how quick that goes out? Because let a rumor of a storm come. Good luck getting some damn water.
Red gone.
Hey, I never forget when I was doing my delivery route back here.
It cut off. Oh yeah, the feed cut off.
Oh shit. Dang, Sleazy, do me like that, bruh. Do me like that, bruh.
Another thing, you can keep using the AI to be fucking with the live feeds.
Yeah.
Fucking with the upload. They was already messing with brothers' views and all of that. Had a throughout the years. So now that they only gonna get better with messing with the feed.
Yep.
Back to what the brother was saying about the ship routes and all of that. If you got the U.S. seizing oil tankers and Russia putting ships in the waters to protect Iranian ships and all of that, it's going to eventually get tit for tat, and it's just going to get worse.
It's a losing game because, again, going with China, you know how they talk shit about the China, man. Well, China owns a lot of so-called America's debt. So they can just say, we're not going to buy a treasury building, but fuck you. And then what happens? Because Russia and China, they don't have to do a deliberate retaliatory strike against so-called America. They just fuck with your money, man. They fuck with your money, and then guess what? Every day, so-called America feels it, and what are they going to do? More riots, more uprisings. What is this nigga doing? Sedition. And that's what they're fueling. That Esau's playing into his own narrative, man. He goes around dividing and conquering. Nigga, you getting divided and conquered.
Right. Just a quick side note. I didn't know that China owns Costco. That's Costco. China thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Costco, that's a big retail.
Yeah.
Big retail store.
Sanderson Farms, they're behind that.
Yep. Yeah.
Butterball, behind that.
What about the turkey?
The big poultry plants.
Yeah.
There's a lot of farmland here.
Oh yeah. Yep.
See, yeah, man, shit. Food, farmlands, medicine, all shit we be using.
Yeah.
That tripod probably was made in China. But a lot of that stuff do be made in China. Tables, tripods, chairs.
We see designer goods.
Yep.
Gucci and all that shit.
The Jordans.
Still in Revelation, right?
Yeah, kind of. It says, I saw the top. Revelation 18:7. How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
Yep.
For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow,
Yep.
and shall see no sorrow.
And that's the average Edomite, man. Especially these gun-toting, back hill, even the ones in the corporate America, man.
It's just like Rome. They thought Rome was too big to fail. It's like with these institutions now. They got so much power and influence. BlackRock, all these banks, these institutions, man. They got this idea that they're so big they can't fail, man. Where your precious power relies on a piece of paper. Yeah. And that's going out the window. That's why you want to reset. So again, you can't print your way out of the trouble, man. That's what happened in Rome, man. They wanted to debase the currency, add a little more copper, to the what was it called? Something
Denarius.
Water.
Yeah.
He banned copper, the basic currency, and that took a little more time because you got to melt it down and then add base mineral into it. Now the collapse is happening quicker in my neighborhood because all I gotta do is press a button.
Yep.
Press a button here to the tree. Now, what the hell? That's not how economics work. That's another sign again. This kingdom's going down, man.
Yep. Yeah, you made me think about Paramount with BlackRock, because Russia was had an interest with them. I think through that canal, and you know, they U.S. put a stop to it, and I think they had ended up going into a deal with BlackRock or something like that. I see, you know, because you know, along with Russia, China, all these Eastern influences merging West. That's America's backyard. They can't have that. You know what I'm saying? But you just made me think about that. I hate not remembering all this stuff, man.
Yeah, speaking of America's backyard, that's why Trump claimed that's another reason why he did that with Venezuela too, because he says he don't want Russia and China right in their backyard.
But hypocrisy. This nigga is in every fucking country in the world.
He in everybody's backyard. What back he in the back? He in the back and the front yard. You know, he on the porch.
Right. Just like Rome.
Yeah.
Just like
He on
Rome.
the porch.
Yep. Yep.
It's just like with the Ukraine and the Russia situation. Russia, like, y'all sitting there edging and putting missiles and weapons closer and closer and closer to Russia's border. Russia like, nah, like y'all can't be doing all that. Cause let Mexico put missiles on the edge of the U.S. border. Or if Canada wasn't an ally of America, let them put missiles on the edge of the United States border. It'd be an issue.
When they promised to, then they wouldn't expand. Man.
Yeah.
But look, they like, nah, we ain't expanding, but we ain't touching you, but we right there at your front door.
That's cousin. I'm not touching you.
But you can feel the heat in their fingers. You can smell their finger. Yeah, I ain't touching you though.
You got
Revelation 18:8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
This is what's coming, man. This is what's prescribed for America, man. And there's nothing you can do to prevent it. There's nothing anyone can do to prevent it, man. Once again, this is the will of the Lord. You know? We're doing our part to try to get the hell up out of here when this deal goes down, man. To be protected during Jacob's trouble. You know? But this will come to pass.
In 2026, shit might very well get real. And they were saying, Trump said this might be the last Merry. Did y'all see that? This might be the last Merry Christmas y'all have. And then people was asking Siri and AI about Christmas 2026. And they was saying there is no Christmas in 2026. But when they mentioned like Thanksgiving and other holidays before that, they had mentioned the day and all of that. But when it came to Christmas, there wasn't no Christmas.
Damn.
So like I don't know necessarily what that means, but we know that ain't things happen for a reason.
Right.
And that wasn't no mistake. You know, and we have eyes to see and ears to hear that. I mean, come on now, that shit happened. That shit happened, what, the first week of 2026 with Venezuela?
January 3rd.
Yeah, and you notice with Trump always do something crazy, like either right before the New Year or dead smack in the beginning of the year. Because remember when he killed that general in Iran? That was what, right before the New Year?
Yeah.
Or he'll drop the mother of all bombs. He dropped the mother of all bombs over there a few years back. He didn't kill one of the Iranian top generals.
And so they say, they haven't forgot about that.
Yeah, they ain't forget about that. And he do all of that all around the New Year, either right before the New Year or right when the New Year hit that first week or the first month. So Trump, he be doing a lot of shit. I ain't even gonna say on the low, on the high. And he be bold with it.
Yeah, he just following orders.
Yeah,
You know?
he just following orders.
Following orders.
But when he came in the presidency last year, he claimed he was gonna bring peace. He did the complete opposite. Trump and Israel was discussing and talking about a round 2 on attacking Iran. Did y'all see that? They were talking about round 2 on striking Iran. You doing all this in front of their face, like, yeah, we go strike you again. Basically letting them know we're gonna strike you again. We're gonna bomb your sites again. Eventually, what you expect? Iran, they just supposed to just lay down and just accept, okay, we just go keep letting them bomb us and not say or do nothing.
Did you hear what Pete Hedgepeth said? You know, where was those that high security from I think Russia, he said something like Russia or China, something like that. You know, when they came in and took Maduro.
Oh,
yeah, he was talking cash money.
Where was it? Your base, like, where was they at? Why they ain't protected?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, because Maduro and China just had a meeting, or they was about to. Did they had a meeting before or after? They supposed to have a meeting right before Trump did that, or after? Yeah, China did that. It was right before. Yeah, China and Maduro just had a meeting.
Oh, well, so there was talks that it could have been some China nationals in Venezuela when that bombing happened.
Yeah,
and it was like unaccounted for. I hadn't heard nothing about that since. So.
Yeah, so it's a lot going on, man. Shit.
And we the watchers.
Yeah, we the watchers, and you know when you go talk to the average. Well, we're not saying we above average, but when you go talk to the sleeping in darkness Babylonian, they don't know what's going on. They just say Trump's the most gangster president there is, you know, and they be uplifting them and this and that. They're not even knowing what's really going on.
144 again.
You know? Yeah. And they're not gonna be saying Trump the most gangster. When Trump turned the gun on you, they're not gonna be uplifting Trump then.
Right.
They gonna be all that energy gonna go out the window and they gonna be calling Trump a devil or a monster. The Trump gonna turn the gun on us eventually.
You got some money?
Yeah.
Say you got some money?
People divided.
Yeah. We gonna stay in Revelation too. Was you ready to go on?
Yeah.
God,
It's Mark chapter 3. You start at 24. So we're there. How was I speaking? It says, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand."
Yep.
And that's simple, man. You know, Yahushua obviously knew, that insight because he knew what happened to us, man.
exactly.
Our kingdom got divided, man. Northern and southern kingdom. And after King Solomon passed, Rehoboam and Jeroboam, the kingdom was rent.
Right.
It was a prophecy. It was split. And it fell, man. You haven't been in sovereignty since. So a kingdom that's divided against itself, it always falls, man. Same with the Assyrians. They became divided. They fell. Then it was the last stronghold. Eventually got taken over, man. So again, what's going on in so-called America, the average so-called patriotic American, he's rubbing his head like he's having an identity crisis, man. He thought MAGA was his way out, man. He thought Trump was his knight in shining armor to bring back the glory, good old days when he could have, his 2-car garage, pickup truck, wife, kids, everything in line. And he's like, wait a second, man. Yep. Every year I'm getting less and less. Yep. I'm working harder, but getting less. I can't afford the lifestyle I used to have. My grandparents used to tell me I could ABC, I can work fucking normal 40-hour week, and I was making enough money to buy a house. All other shit, man.
Call for the missus.
Yeah. Yeah, to come home, food all done and that stuff. Now she got to worry about Jake, BBC, motherfucker, mailman, piping down old lady.
Plumber.
Yeah, the plumber,
the
mailman. He's losing it, man.
Cable boy.
Yeah, the pool boy. Milkman. I was the man.
That's facts, though. That's facts. That's facts, man.
So the lesser ease, they're figuring out that the elite, they don't care about you, man. And your last strong, your last dying fight is to show and prove that you're better than the so-called Negro, Latino, and American, man.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do. You can't do it around the world no more.
Right.
But they're saying, fuck, you stay out of my country.
Right.
So last thing you do, like I said, they're gonna come for us.
Yep.
Just like when Antiochus Epiphanes did, man.
Yep.
He came back and he did hell on Jerusalem, man. After he got told off by the Romans, because he was trying to fight the Ptolemies, he went to the Syrian wars. He came back, he got denied and draw a line in the sand. That's where that story comes from. He went back. He was pissed. He was embarrassed. He went back and he put help on Jake, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be our fault. It's gonna be our
It's
fault.
the nigga's fault.
It's our
Right.
fault.
If I may say, look, and ICE is showing you that. You know what I'm saying? They're pushing this as if Jake is the problem. Jake is the issue. Well, Jake is an issue.
We're a byproduct of your bad rules.
Exactly. We're not the issue. You know what I'm saying?
We keeping this place going.
The engine, we the backbone, man.
Yeah.
We the engine, we the oil.
The transmission,
Powertrain.
powertrain, with the pistons,
Everything.
spark plugs.
It's the entertainment and shit.
Right.
Trump has a small penis.
So, hey, but that's the spirit though.
Yeah.
But look, we read it. We read it.
Yeah.
A kingdom divided. I'm so hurt. You got to play on the horn that Trump got a little dignity.
Yeah.
Damn.
Riding around in the public, and that was an Edomite.
That was it.
That wasn't a Jake. That was an Edomite, and that also make you think of they should not regard their kings and their princes.
No, man.
Because guess what? In another country, in a communist country or a dictatorship country, riding around doing that, talking about their kingdom or their leader, that'll get them deleted or
Yeah.
thrown in prison,
Yeah, he would have been got him done.
you know? But eventually, it's gonna get to that. You ain't gonna be able to speak against your kings and your princes,
Right.
you know? Making freely saying what you want to online. They go flag your social media. They go come kick your door in.
Not to mention that Iran, they couldn't get that off.
So they can't get westernized.
Well, not just that, because they were complaining about the financial situation going on there.
Speaking of that,
What is going on, bro? This a bad boy. You know,
Right.
but bad.
Yeah.
Nigga playing some nigga music.
Right.
What is going on here,
I
man?
don't know.
Upside
I don't
down.
It could be a Jake.
All thing I say, he might be messy.
but you know now you see these Edomites with these pimped out trucks, bumping hip hop and rap.
Because they women like it. And they women like Jake.
They want to. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, my coworker was listening to Bad Bunny. I'm like,
Do you know what this nigga saying?
yeah, exactly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Gotta get biggerized.
Yo, and I just thought about it. You don't really, I don't be seeing Edomites riding bumping country music or riding bumping metallic. Now that I'm thinking about it, I always see them bumping our music.
That's true though. That's true.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, think about it.
He started nationality heritage. He wanted to be a slave. Mark 3:25, it says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So the tribes of E, the dukes of E, starting with the princes, that's what the duke is. It's a prince. They're divided, man. You got the dukes in England, you got the dukes in Germany.
It was 5 of them, right?
Five, yes.
5, yeah.
Yep. All them dukes, man. They're divided, man. The dukes of over there in Switzerland, you know, you had over there Denmark. They bucking up against Trump not taking Greenland. Is it Denmark?
Yeah.
Denmark.
Dukes, man. They're divided. So a house is divided. So what is gonna happen? They're gonna fail, man.
Yep.
You got the right against the left. You got the right E's against the left E's. The Democrats, Republicans, the conservatives, versus liberals. You got the neocons. Versus it's divided, man. So as y'all trying to get into it, man, that shows you how smooth the Lord is, man. And here it is, they was trying to confound him, saying doing these miracles in the name of devils. Well, the Lord just gave you a history lesson. He schooled you, man. And it still speaks true today, man. So Mark 3:26, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end, right? It's finished, right? The totality of Esau's rulership, it has an end, man. It has an end date, man. And that's what we're anticipating for Spirit, man.
That's right. If I may say, Esau knows this. How you think he got Jake, conquer and divide? He's going to be taken over by that same thing.
He's
Stupid.
He drunk up his own juice.
Yep.
He got high his own supply. That's drug lord 101.
Yep.
You never smoke your own shit.
Yep.
He did it, man. Now he's stuck on it. He's addicted to his own bullshit and pride, man. And that's what it's going down, man.
God.
What an idiot, man. That's an embarrassing legacy story, man.
Yep.
Like, when those we probably that number be the first fruits. We're gonna be telling again how this man really fucked it up.
Yep.
Bad. He was the firstborn. All he had to do was do right, man.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't. Same with Cain, man. All he had to do was do right. Who asked you to bring fruit? You know? Brought Fruit Loops.
That's the you gotta think about it, man. You know, the Lord wanted that meat, man.
Real.
You know, and Esau, man.
So I guess he grabbed grapes and shit. He brought a fruit salad. That's it. And he killed his brother.
Yep.
Killed his brother and brought a fruit salad.
Instead of just killing the animal.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah,
he could have taken himself out.
Could have
You know?
shed blood. Shit, why you ain't just kill the lamb?
Yeah. You got something to go for?
Because you talking about Esau being divided against himself.
Yeah.
And just like there's tribes of Israel, there's tribes of Esau too.
That's facts.
You know?
Yeah, in America itself, man, look at the southern Edomite and the northern Edomite, or the western Edomite, or the Midwest. They all got different spirits.
And it's crazy because you could actually look in the world and see the different flavors of Edomites. There's some Edomites that look like straight up cavemen, and then there's some Edomites that look, strong and decent looking. You look at them European Edomites, them Russian or them Sweden female Edomites, they be looking good as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now you look at the bottom of the barrel Edomites, they like straight up trailer trash.
Swiss models.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, them Swiss models, some Ukrainian women, some Swedish women, But to say Esau had 5 sons and 10 grandsons. But AI said he had there were 12 chief clans of Esau, Edom.
And the chief is Amalek.
Right. And the chief is Amalek. And Amalek is above all the Edomites in this world right now. We already know about Russia. Russia is they
Muscles.
It's their version of ours. Like we got Reuben and Gad and the warriors. Like Russia teaming is their warrior tribes. Because you got the Dutch, you got the Russians, you got the Amalekites. You got the it's a whole bunch of them, man. Belgian, French, all
South Africa, Edomites.
It's South African Edomites.
Australian Edomites.
Austrians, Germans.
I don't know, man.
I think it's still thinking
I think Arnold Jake. Yeah. Was it?
He competed in the era when there was the era,
Real deal.
the golden era. That was the real deal right there. That was some real brawling, strong men.
Slakia, real fast. Do y'all remember the photo of him? He had a son, and it was like when you're being raised by the mom.
Oh yeah.
Raised by the dad.
Yeah, I seen that.
His two sons.
Yeah,
because his son is
completely opposite.
Yo.
with the maid, right?
Well,
he did. Yeah.
but I'm just,
I got
It was the
you.
one that looked real feminine.
Yeah.
And it was one that had some muscle.
Yeah.
That you could tell, like, all right.
Yeah.
He's following his dad's footsteps.
Yeah.
Every time you see him, he always training him.
That's right. Just made me think about that, What we at?
Yeah, he was talking about, division and us people being even here in the Mystery Babylon, the Great America, you got Edomites complaining, and then they coming out saying, "Yo, if you don't own a house now, you never will own a house. If you don't have any assets now, they're making it to the point you're not going to be able to get assets. You're not going to be able to own a house. You're not going to be able to own anything, And even now, you got these Edomites that be financing a lot of the shit they got. When they riding around they 2025 BMWs and Benz and all, they don't be owning that.
Bro, someone told me that I think they Edomites on that side, but one of our family members, you made me think about this when you said that, hasn't paid their mortgage in over 20 years. And they got to where somebody they know slide that paperwork up under so it doesn't get pulled up. And you haven't it without wars, like all, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like
Jake, well, you remember when they had them people at the end of Jake 1 month later, he get his car too.
Oh yeah. You probably see that now since tax time.
Yep. Yep. I got one for you tomorrow real quick. Oh, you got something else?
Isaiah 19.
Just real quick. Because Deuteronomy 30:7 says, the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. What you were saying?
Yeah, because now they subject. They're not. Because now he's subject to payments.
You lied to your brother.
Now he putting his wages in the bag with holes in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And once these Edomites start losing these big fancy jobs they got, they gonna start crashing out.
No, they don't.
They already is. They crashing out, unaliving themselves because now how you gonna pay for this 2025
Right.
Beamer? How you gonna pay for this high ass mortgage? How you gonna pay for this lifestyle that you got used to?
Well, now please let that go. I saw a video earlier today where this the Edomite, country Edomite, and he was like his wife's parents moved in, you know what I'm saying, a hard time, you know what I'm saying? And he said, yo, they are not living here. I do not want them living here. So he came home one day, he was like, yo, they were sitting on the couch. And he said, he called their names, I asked him to leave.
I seen that.
They looked
Old
at
white dude, right? He blinking them right.
Yeah.
and they give a damn. Huh? You seen it? You seen it, Gamora?
The thing was,
He was in there talking to the cop, and
Yeah.
so I started shooting him, and he basically shot everybody in the head.
he said his wife was disrespecting him because he was out with back problems, and she called her parents in to help her out.
Yep.
And he told the cop everything.
He told him to leave. Somebody was sitting in his chair.
Yep.
Told him to leave. They was violating, disrespecting him. So shit, he went and got a sword
Yep.
and unalived everybody.
Yep.
That's his deep grab that story.
Yeah.
You can't deal with adversity.
Yep.
You know, look at Issachar, how many people live in one damn house. They share beds and shit.
Yep.
Esau can't deal with struggle like Jacob because he hasn't been built up for it.
Right.
He said he didn't get that out of the trouble. He wasn't built that endurance something. That's why he flicked himself in the whole family. Jumping on building tops. He make one, he get fired. When he come back, he let up the whole building. Esau, he'll come back with a bomb. Now another bomb threat.
Right.
Because Terry got fired and he put a bomb under the damn building.
And the turn going postal came from him.
Yep. Hey, look, he one shall be stronger than the other.
Exactly.
You know.
Women stepping out on him. We been going through that shit, man.
Exactly.
So that happens to him in his house. His kids not listening to him. Fuck you, dad. You bitch. Taking the car, peeling off. Daughter, she coming back with a nigga.
Using their credit card.
He smell like a pound of you know what. Got took to Pound Town. That's Esau, man. He's in straights. He going to work and there's this new guy and he about to take the job type shit.
That's what the
See, that's why Esau pushing this rhetoric about staying away from Jake. We advise that too. Stay away from niggas, but stay away from E, man.
Yeah.
Stay away from the Tahoe driving Edomites, man.
Right. We all done seen, get out.
But I said.
Yep.
It's Isaiah 19 in verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Yeah, you see that happening now. Among the Egyptians, you Americans, man. All right? And you're being set against one another, man. Okay? Why is that? Because that's prophecy. You know, this is what the Lord wants. Ain't about what you want. Ain't about what we want. Right? We have to reel ourselves in sometimes. We want things, man. It's about the will of the Lord. And the will of the Lord is to destroy this place from the inside out, man. Yeah, Mike.
Yep. Isaiah 19 verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And they shall fight everyone against his brother. And everyone against his neighbor.
Yep. Well, you got to remember, you know, these Edomites are at war with each other too, man, on the job, you know.
And the neighborhood.
Neighborhoods, yeah.
Fucking neighborhoods.
You got it right.
HOAs.
Yep.
No motherfucker looking at your lawn. This shit is a few feet off. He gonna send you a check. Talking about you broke the community rules, man. You playing music in your backyard, you barbecuing, you know.
Shit.
They call the cops on you. You know, everybody wanna live in suburbia around the cul-de-sac. It's a so-called safe. Well, Henry down the street, he just licked down his whole family because he got fired. Ain't nowhere safe, man.
Ain't nowhere safe.
Ain't nowhere safe, you know, because again, this is what happens when this evil man goes unchecked and the checks and balances of history falls against him, man. You can't be on top forever, man. You're going around talking about, yeah, America first, but you driving your Mercedes,
Right.
you know, your tape is made from China, you got a Samsung TV. You're a fucking idiot, man. This is what's happening, man. Because this place is turned into the law of the jungle. It's not no more the Constitution, the law of the land. Every man is, entitled, to his amendment rights. That's done away with, man.
Right.
You know, this is the end of his empire. He needs control. He's a control figure. He's not a spiritual man. He's carnal. So when he feels, he looks at the checks and balances. He gets all the consensus or the census. What's happening on Earth? It says that in Jeremiah 50. The king of Babylon heard the report, and he was feeble. He's like on his knees. No, that charts, bugging.
Yep.
The keepers of the house.
Yep.
The people that watching the economy.
Right.
Here it is, about to print some more money. And then what's going to happen? The dollar's going to go down. Now a brand new car goes from $45,000 to $50,000, $60,000. Good luck getting a new car.
Yep.
Even a used car, man.
Yep.
A lot of these prices stuff is going up while your wages still at the same dead end job, man.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to happen? You're going to have to start get another job, or a lot of women getting OnlyFans.
Right. And think about something. Don't let your car break down on you in that time. The price of getting your car fixed.
Yeah. That's it, man. A lot of people don't have health insurance. They're one broken arm from being bankrupt. Yep. You're walking around, blowing the fuck out your ankle. In the hospital, you gotta take out not even a whole, man. They gotta take a loan. You gotta take a medical loan. Now you're paying $250 extra a month. Because this is what this place is all about, man. That's what happens. This evil wicked system, again, it was never designed for the people. It was for the elites.
That's right.
And this is at the tail end of it, man. Here it is. They're accumulating the most wealth they've ever accumulated in history. These are the richest people that ever walked the earth, man. According, to history and stuff that they own, the technology, land they own, nobody's been as powerful as Esau to this point.
If I may say, there's nothing left to suck out of the people except for what he's coming for now. Your soul, man.
Same song.
I want your body.
Yeah, your body.
Your soul.
He squeezed out all the, he got you with the rabbit ears, out your pockets. Now he wants your soul, man.
Want your thoughts.
Yeah. Devil. What we at? Yep. Anybody had anything? Can we go back to Revelation 18?
Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34.
Yep.
NIV. Do not suppose that I come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword.
Right. And who the hell are these people that say peace is coming? Everybody wants peace, but we understand the way you got to go through it, right? We coming back to the straight gate to get peace, man. We seeking our power to get peace, but we know there's things that have to happen in the earth according to the will of the Heavenly Father to get that, man. These people don't want to hear that. Fine. We're going to see who was right at the end of the day. The Lord is not bringing peace, man. Can't you see what's happening? Going back to Matthew 16, our people want a sign. The sign's right in front of your face. Prophecy is right in front of your face. But you still want to see your kids off to college. You still want to, get a bigger promotion, higher rank on your job, man. When this place is about to crumble any day now.
Literally.
Yep.
And then they said another thing, a lot of layoffs is coming. Already been happening. And then they also saying a lot of places is laying off people and rehiring people at a lower rate.
Yep.
So the tip service is coming into play.
Yeah.
Yep.
I work for a tip service right now. You know, you got jobs going on, hire freezes, but got temp agencies hiring people. So they don't got to give them benefits.
Insurance.
So they don't got to give them benefits. They don't got to give them insurance. They don't got to give them a higher pay rate.
They're gonna work. They gonna work you. See, the same hours, and they're gonna work you. You're gonna be doing a job for like 2 or 3 people. I know on my job, I do the work for me and the other person. I'm like, God damn, man. As soon as I sit down, oh, you what? You ready to go do this? Motherfucker, I just got doing this shit with my goddamn self. Come in the office with bitches. Can you go do this? Yo, do you know what the fuck I just got done doing? Fucking bitch. You get mad, bro. The scripture said they wore out the saints, man. Then one day you saw me doing some work. You do that by yourself? Yeah, I do it by myself. But where's such and such? In there sleeping. You know what I'm saying? You get mad, bro. But it is what it is.
Damn, I say just keep scaring up Latino tribes up. Good luck. Shit gonna fall overnight, man.
Yeah.
The northern tribes, the Latino tribes, they work.
They bringing trillions of dollars.
They want to, and the thing is, they want to work.
They love work.
They love work. They go do overtime. Overtime come around, they already know they want it. Yeah, give me everything.
Yep.
I said, if you want to Portugal, go to Lowe's and Home Depot and sit out with somebody put you in the club. So it's not working, it ain't not working.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Maybe you going to again, you know, these geopolitics, but we saw how you doing the earth. A lot of these dudes in the military, they like, man, what the fuck did I sign up for?
Yep.
I didn't sign up for this shit.
Yep.
You know, these military vets, they turn into these militia groups, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna become an issue, man.
Yep.
Because again, you know, Civil War, that is on the menu, man. You know? That's not something to take light either, man. That's not pretty. You know?
Go ahead.
Civil wars,
Yep.
civil wars, race wars,
Yeah.
all of that at the same time.
Same
So
thing.
read verse 15, then we're gonna jump down. 15 and 1, we're gonna jump down. Yeah, because that's it. We need to get into that. 'Cause that's what's prescribed. That's what's on in prophecy watch, man. Sedition, the time of Jacob's trouble. You know. Meanwhile, guys are having debates and change up the doctrine and yeah.
They changed they switched the doctrine. Crazy.
We saw
What is going on, man? We been past that. We been past Esau's and Arabs.
We get some balls, they can go.
GMS smashed that years ago.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with these niggas, man?
They probably somewhere on an island somewhere with a nice little.
I hope they, but they say, I hope you're on the island. Some niggas that sold them breakdowns, their car not starting. And I paid $1,000 for a starter kit, and now you changing up the doctrine talking about all this madness.
They don't get punk over here.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
They better not.
Yeah.
What else was they talking about? It was a few things.
I think they Virgin Birth.
They said the Talmud is inspired.
Yeah. What the? Yo. Yeah. By Satan.
All over.
Yeah, man, it was all over, man. I'm just looking like, but they had a whole bunch of shit on the back wall. I'm like, this is madness.
Well, that's what happens when you got a real bad oil leak. He's like, damn, shit everywhere. You know? Yeah. I had a truck one time that leaking oil so goddamn fast. I only wanted to get rid of it. Yeah.
Now, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
And we do that week in and week out. You know, we're speaking prophecy, we're being saved before. Look, you know, this is not something that we just got together and say, hey, let's go out there and read the Bible. No, the Lord put the Spirit on us, man. And that's prophecy. You know? Called with Abba Bibbins, right? They will turn our hearts back to the Lord.
Each other from a can of paint.
You know?
It just like, pushing the button, making a pull. It just like, yeah, I got a preset right quick since you mentioned prophecy. Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
John speak on Isle of Patmos.
Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Right. Yeah, look, that's what we're coming with. We're coming with the testimony of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, man. All right? Once again, people come on, well, what do you think is going to happen? You know, what do you think about the election, this, that, and the third? We don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? We worried about prophecy of the scriptures, man, what the Lord is saying. We want to speak what the Lord is speaking. You know? And that's how you know who's truly the Lord is dealing with, man. Our apostles, our elders, bishops of Great Millstone, right? All the way down to camp heads, camp brothers, from the brother that just came in, wherever camp, last brother just came in, speaking prophecy. You know? Because we're coming with what? You got to be a man to testify, right? You got to have justice. You know? Ain't no women preachers out here, man. Right.
What does it sound?
Hey, and, they'll get on the internet bumping their gums, but as we know, they don't even got the spirit to go out on the streets.
Oh, no.
How many groups of women you see on street corners or out on the highways and the byways? None. You know? Because it's not meant for them to do that. It's not meant for them to speak. It's not meant for them to prophesy. They're not even supposed to be on the internet bumping their gums. But let's just say if the women claim to be who they are, why ain't how many groups of women? I've never seen a group of women out on the streets.
I seen two. But the thing is, like, what if you're on your period? You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know, you can't come in the sanctuary, man.
Hey, and I ain't talking about handing out pamphlets.
Oh no.
Yeah. You know,
Y'all cute.
they might knock on the door or something and hand out some pamphlets. But other than that, it ain't meant for them to do this.
Look at it.
Yeah, the spirit of prophecy.
Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, that not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, man. Because look, we don't fear what people think about us, man. We don't give a damn. We working out our own salvation with fear and trembling. You going out there again? Goddamn right. You getting with the brothers again? You goddamn right. But what somebody sees you? They see me. We don't care. Right? Nor the non-belief, the incredulity. Well, I don't believe that. Great. More room for me possibly on a chariot. Great. We don't care, man. You live long enough in this man's society, this man's age, you'll see any avenue that he has prescribed for you ain't the fucking way. I did a lesson real fast yesterday. James Brown was giving some advice to Eddie Murphy. You saw that one? And he was like, you got $1 million? And he was like, yeah, I think I got $1 million. Like, you got $1 million. So you got $1 million? He said, yeah. He said, go bury it in the woods. He's like, why would I want to go do that? Because the government will take it from you. The government's going to take it from you, man. And then Eddie Murphy was like, well, they can come and take the land. He said, yeah, but they're not going to know where the money is buried in. You know?
That's the type of advice he was giving in his time.
That's the advice he was giving in his time. But it said, it's the reason why I said that, man. Wow. I got to slow down my thing. Because I was going to tie it in. But read that part again.
So I want to come take everything from you.
Well, yeah, that's the point of it. But man, it'll come back to me, Lord's will. Yeah, read verse 3 again.
The second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, that not the incredulity of them trouble thee, that speak against thee.
Damn, man.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yeah, so we don't care what people think, man, because all the ones that are unfaithful to the Lord, they're going to perish in these upcoming days, man. Some way, form, or fashion, the Lord has deletion prescribed for them in the most horrific way. Because remember, the scriptures say the same must know it and second it's done. After death, that's it. You know, the Lord knows what'll scare you shitless, man. That'll take you out. You know? Some people give it the spirits by being in a room or, you know, trapped with a bunch of snakes. You see Fear Factor, things of that nature, but people are scared of crazy stuff. Just give it the spirit like that, man.
I got you. It's Romans chapter 3, verse 3.
Yep.
It says, for what in some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Meaning, just because you don't believe, is that going to stop prophecy from happening? You know, like that Frank Ocean song, gay ass. You know, he said, what's a God to a non-believer? A non-believer, nigga.
Right.
It don't matter if you don't believe or not. A God is a God, man. We're talking about the God, Heavenly Father. Who's on the God, Son, Yahushua. He don't care about your opinion, man. Think about a king. You think Esau cares about you not going to pay your bills? You're not crying because you can't afford your food. You know, you have food insecurity. You're on the brink of losing your shit. He don't care, man. Because that's the mind of a king. He's fierce. You know, where the word of a king is, there's power. So, again, going to your unbelief, does that stop the program? I don't believe that. Okay, have a good day. You know, like brother say, we're not going to pull you down and say, please believe.
Yeah,
please believe.
We're not IUIC.
We're not IUIC. We're not going to give you no pamphlet. We're not going to say you our YouTube channel. We're going to say, have a nice day. You know, go on about your business. You know what I'm saying?
Can't drag you to salvation.
Yeah, we're not in the coffee line saying, I'm 6 level Israelite. We getting our coffee. We're getting how long?
Romans 3, verse 4, this is the Most High forbid. Yeah, so again, your unbelief, is that going to stop the effects of the prophecies? The Lord forbids, man. So I'll keep reading. Romans 3, verse 3 says, the Most High be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. You know, so our case in court has already been won, man. We prevailed, man. We spared because why? Yahushua has overcome. You know, so we're justified in what we're saying. Brother just read the testimony of our Lord, the spirit of prophecy. If Yahushua was here, which he is, 2 or 3 gather my name, they have in the midst, he would be saying the same thing, man. He's not gonna come and bring up some magic book. I got some new shit, you know, like some JC. Oh, in this verse, all can be saved. I'm gonna show you. No, man. Yo, the first thing to start cutting is first off, John 3:16, nigga. I didn't say that. I don't mean that, nigga. You're gonna break all that shit down the right way because, again, earlier too, the Lord didn't come to bring peace. That's not his vibration. He was being peaceful because he was showing us how to walk the walk when he was a lamb. But he's not coming back in that form. That was already done. He's coming back as a lion, a conquering lion, to destroy, to devour, man, and conquer. You know. So again, we can overcome. We're speaking. Say, oh, that's harsh. You know. You hate so-called white people. No, we don't. You know. We hate Edomites. The other one will go down. The one will destroy. He's a damn demon. You know. Say, oh, that's mean. Well, the Lord says that. What are you going to debate against the Lord? Because again, it's being found out that a lot of you do not believe, man. You thought you believed, but you're finding out that the God that you worship is not the God of the Bible, man. So just put the Bible down. Stop fucking with it, man. It's not for you. Even the 2/3 of wrong people. Stop tattooing Bible verses. Get up. If you got Philippians 4:13, take it off your arm. Take that shit up. Your God is who? God is world. You know. So again, you're unequal duty, man. We don't care if you don't believe. Right. Congratulations, everybody don't fucking believe this world.
You know, you made me think about something. Before I came into the truth, like one of my closest friends, his father was a pastor, and him and his brother was like, they were like tattooed kings. And I never understood. I even then I knew like you're not supposed to get tattoos on your body. You know, that's in the scriptures somewhere. I just didn't know, but I believed it. But I'm like, if your father is a pastor in the church, why y'all got all these? You know what I'm saying? This made me think about that.
I seen this girl recently. She had a Bible verse tattooed above her butt.
Dang.
It was like, I think it was
That shit in the back, nigga.
Yeah.
The verse.
Yeah. It was Timothy. It was something Timothy. I think it was not the spirit of fear, but a sound mind. I think that's what it was. Because I know I looked at it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, man.
Before I say you looked at it.
Yeah, I did. I looked at it.
Yeah, bro.
Because I'm like, I know that's a Bible, man. Like, oh, I'm like, come on now. You got a Bible tattoo right above your butt.
That's my
I said, come on. I said, come on.
Yeah. Especially them churches. When you walk into churches, see that dead motherfucker hanging on that cross,
Yep.
white boy with the blood. That's not the Lord, man. You know? What's it called? Glass windows. Stained glass windows.
Yep.
No, they ain't the saints, man. You know? So again, a lot of people find out that, hey, same with Santa Claus, same with the Tooth Fairy, you niggas been lied to, man. You get mad at us for telling you the truth. The Apostle Paul said, y'all become your enemy. Now we're the worst thing on the planet because I told you your reps came.
Yep.
You just telling the truth, man. You look big in that. You know what I'm saying? You should slim down. You should be wearing no loose shit like that. Like auntie with the titties out. They all, you know, he said, that's a free country. Okay. Go as you must, man.
Yeah.
You know, you ask where her man at. Obviously, she don't got no man at all. You know she do.
Right, you know, it's been cases I know brothers heard about, but men are just in stores just whacking off on women.
Oh, yeah.
I seen
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, man, see that he's a man. We're not giving him a pass, but
Right.
a lot of these dudes are weak.
That's true.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
The thing, man, and that's just gonna get worse. You know, you got men playing with themselves in public spaces after they see a nice looking woman. Now imagine what all hell break loose. Yeah, they ain't gonna be playing with themselves. They gonna take it. They gonna run up on them and start snatching and grabbing.
Can I read this real quick? What's his name, Mike?
It's your woman's fault. You got this. Kevin Samuels showed you, man.
Yep.
You got this false idea about what a man should be, what you deserve of that man. You know, the marketplace is all fucked up. Everybody wants the same fucking dudes, man. Chris Brown, whoever the fuck is popular nowadays, man. You know, and you know everybody else is a loser. They call them involuntary celibates, man. That's when they got to deal with the on and get off and shit because they undersexed and stressed out, man. So again, like I said, when society collapses and break down, what do you think's gonna happen?
It's Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
You women playing on the internet, with your ass showing, your dumb ass showing your fucking car license plate. Leaving the gym vlog, show your weak ass fucking Hyundai.
Right.
You got the license plate, ain't even blurred out.
They know your car, they know what gym you go to.
Exactly. You're afraid. You're documenting your footsteps. You're telling the world, come get me. Take me.
I'm stuck.
And that happens. The gang stalkers.
Right. Hey, Salaki, y'all seen Players Club?
Yeah.
My man said, I always make sure you get on down here. She was like, Myra, what are you? Was Myra
That was a professor, right?
Nah. It was
She always danced.
Yeah. That's what's getting ready to happen. This dude's following these Instagram models home, and you know what I'm saying?
It's not hard to find out where you live at, lady.
Sometimes you find out where somebody stayed by mistake. You just be riding, like, oh, this one in the bed.
Nah, that's true, but Jake's a weirdo. Jake is PUSS the pride. You know?
I seen some videos.
Burning.
Cause you know, now women just be just letting it all. They be telling on themselves, telling on other women. You got women that's supposed to be wives or in relationships that be holding out from their men, basically trying to control them or play mind games or whatever little foolishness they doing.
That shit don't work on real men.
You ain't getting on tonight.
Yeah, that don't work on a man.
Burning next shit.
Yeah, like it's a prize or like it's a gift or something.
That shit don't work on real men.
Yeah, on real men, so okay, you acting like that. You know what? Well, now you cut off.
Yeah, because I told my woman that shit. You try to pour that shit on me. I said, when you go to the store, you look for some fucking milk. If it's not there, what are you gonna do? You just gonna wait till it opens? And she looked at me with a fucking dumb face.
Nah, shit. Nah, you go to another store.
Hello.
You know, so yeah, like, hey, you go play stupid games. You go win a stupid prize.
Yep.
The society we live in, people so mentally, emotionally, and physically weak, they be falling for the bullshit.
Yep. So one more time, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
No more brotherly love. No more friendly neighbor. Motherfuckers locking their shit. Double lock. When you get in the car, you speed walking in the crib. You're looking around, making sure nobody followed you. You know, you can't trust. You know, if you can't trust people around you that you live around, how can you trust anybody up the block, man? Or you know, at your work, at your job. A lot of people spend more time at the job than at home. You can't trust your coworker. They're trying to snake you out. They want you to get fired low key or whatever it may be. They judge because the girl talking to you more. When she really is a 5 in real life, when she had the job, she's kind of like a 7. So everybody want to talk to her and be around her. She got a little shit back there. He's like, okay, the nigga getting judged because she want to ask you for help instead of him. It's stupid shit, you know. But it's because why? Because everybody, what happens when they're under pressure, they revert to their selfishness. It's about me. My survival is 1 point. I don't care about you. I'm hungry. You know? And that's what this world has bred, man. There's no camaraderie. You know? Like again, what you don't see is the reason behind the camera about the brotherhood, man. Because we live by a code. We honor you how about socialized ways, man. You niggas don't live by nothing, man. It's not even fall for anything. You don't live up to no standard. It's the land of the jungle in your mind.
Yeah.
You know? The Jake's proverb, niggas do the mind. You know? How long is that philosophy gonna get you, man? Until you crying like Tyrese on the camera. I want my baby, bitch ass.
What do you want?
Right.
I got something real quick. The definition of cold in the Greek goes into psycho.
Psycho.
Yep.
And they said it about America. There's a psycho man. It's a psycho epidemic, man.
Yep.
People are fucking crazy. Any scientific standard of how a mind should work and operate, especially so-called America, man, people's minds are twisted. So imagine again when you're lacking, when you're really lacking, you know, and the shit just adds up. It's like the needle in the haystack. Everywhere you go, you get pressure. Finally get off of work, you're looking at the clock, 6 o'clock, it's 5:58, you standing there, bitch. I'm out of here. Get in the car, which is the first thing you do, quick, pull out, traffic.
Yep.
You're in a fucking parking lot for 10 minutes. You know? You just want to get home and sit on your ass, watch TV, eat your snacks. Yep. But now you got to worry about somebody running you off the road because they want to take 5 inches, you know, instead of letting you come in. It's a whole intersection. Yep. They're supposed to yield, you know, the traffic stopped. That happened to me yesterday. Yep. They're literally speed into slamming the brakes so you can't get in. Yep. That's how selfish people are, man. So how much more when shit hits the fan, man? It's natural, man. That's what's gonna happen. That's what Esau wants. It's an experiment. Order Archaeo. So if you're not a spirit, you're gonna fall into that category, man. People getting blicky, you know, for not getting extra sauce.
Yes.
You in the heavens. Yo, how'd you get here? What? I got blicky down because I ain't getting nigga extra barbecue sauce. This is where we at. This is where we are, society, man.
Fucking drive through windows getting smacked over the head with the coffee mug. What's the name?
Yeah, the hot cup jumping over the fucking counter.
You just got spanked.
Don't forget going there. Popeye's. That Popeye's chicken sandwich when they did you.
Yeah,
People
niggas
died over
get
there.
Oh,
in a civilized society. Nigga, you got work. You got work tomorrow. You licking somebody down. Put some barbecue sauce.
shit. You got the workers flicking people down, too.
They got licked to the job too.
Yeah, you got the workers flicking people down over some madness. Got people, the scoop was a little too light at Chipotle that they gave you, so now they done ran behind the counter. They making their own bowl now.
I got you. It's Luke 23. It's quick. Let's see what's like
So
so
quick, definition is cycle, an irrational, aggressive, or cruel person.
Oh, there's actually a whole lot of that.
So I just want to bring that out.
Yep. Spirit of vengeance. You're not rational. You're not thinking, oh, this is a human being. You're like, nigga, you fool, man. You pray.
It's funny, the AI overview sent me to Matthew 24:12.
Oh, spirit.
Yeah.
So there's Luke 23, verse 31.
Yep.
It says, for if they do these things in the green tree, what shall be done in the dry?
That's
Straight up, man.
exactly. When there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? How these people gonna react? You know?
Storefronts are empty.
Exactly.
You gridlock, you can't get back to the crib, and your wife saying, somebody's being weird, they're all black. Around the neighborhood, and one tells you, what's he gonna do, man? Exactly, and it happens quick. That's why the Lord said when judgment happens, it happens suddenly.
Yep.
You didn't prepare. You didn't in your mind, you never thought in the land of suburbia that you have to worry about domestic terrorism, man. And the domestic terrorism is not just people from a foreign land. It's not them jihad, Hamas and all that stuff, man. It's wait, that's so and so from the job, you know. You have domestic terrorism from your own kind, man.
Waiting.
They've been waiting
Waiting to crash out. Man, I done had conversations with people now in the world that's waiting to crash out.
for Hunger Games type shit.
Yeah, but Hunger Game Purge type shit. I just be thinking like, oh man, these motherfuckers bombed out. But we know the truth, so we understand and know that that's what people. It's gonna be violent all over. Just like back then during the time, the earth was corrupt and filled with violence. The earth is corrupt and filled with violence now. The violence meter, that shit's gonna get cranked all the way up, especially when people's stomachs start touching their back.
Yep. Hey, you made me think. The scriptures say, I like to bring this out when we talk about this. If it all our things be at peace with all men, because you can see this playing out. Like you said, people on your job know that they could be getting ready to tear some shit up. They see you, you're a part. You got nothing to do with you, bro. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? We live in them times, man. That's why it's good to have a good rapport with people, man. Because you just never know.
They might have you on a checklist.
Right. Yep. Yep.
Hey, I forgot the movie name, but Adam Sandler was in it. And Adam Sandler, he called somebody and like, I don't know, I think he apologized or said, hey, if you ever want to hang out or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like he basically made it good again, and the dude hung up and he crossed off Adam Sandler's name.
Wow.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna kill him. I ain't gonna kill him now.
So what we at? We still in second 15? Mike, you had something?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's Job 2, in verse 4 in the NLT. So this is saying, pretty much understanding when he was trying to tempt Job, he was going off the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
He thought he could get to Job because he knew the flesh. Job was a spiritual man, but so Job 2 and 4 in the NLT, it says, Satan replied to the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it says, skin for skin, a man will give up everything he has to save his life. So a man will give up everything to save his own life, man.
Yep.
Here it is, you on the edge of the cliff, somebody's coming to help you. You're gonna pull the man down and pull yourself up, man. Mm-hmm. You see that, in certain movies, they think mad dramatic, Because why? Because people have this selfish nature. It goes back to the flesh. You want to self-preserve yourself, man. It's a survival instinct. You're a beast. You don't care about having compassion and things of Yahweh about the child, things that you're supposed to be considering while you're walking the earth. thinking me, give me, mine, man. So again, when all hell breaks loose, it's a free for all, man.
If I may say, Mike, how much more the woman?
Exactly. Yeah,
You know?
that's the goal. I'm saying, woman, you know, she's gonna be a byproduct of her own ignorance. You thought you could live this life, you know, your so-called freedom is so fragile. It depends on so many factors. You think you'd be free and independent. Well, who runs the infrastructure? You fucking
Exactly.
enjoy and live in these nice high-rise apartments, paying $3,000 for 800 square feet.
Right.
Penthouse, whatever the fuck you live at. You know, your damn cars. You don't put the oil in that bitch.
Right.
You don't change the tires. You know, you wouldn't know how to start it if they didn't tell you this is how you start the car, man.
When you want to pump the gas, and pumping gas ain't even. That's not even a. Yeah, like women, that's like pumping gas is like the dirtiest, hardest, craziest job. Like it's pumping gas, not something that's simple. They make a big deal out of it.
I was at the gas station one night, and it was being a chick, and she didn't know how to get the thing open. I don't know if it was a rental or what she was driving, but she couldn't. She didn't. Yeah. So you know, Ham came out. I'm about to come to this. Ham came out 2 seconds. Looked over. He's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm not from around here."
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, you from the depths of hell.
Here you is driving the car and you can't even fucking get the gas pump open. That's something you should have knew how to do that. You got the car.
Yep. Where we at? Where you finished, Mike?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord. 2nd Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
So look, you gotta keep this in perspective here. The Lord said, "Behold, I," which means He, is going to bring these plagues. The things that are going to destroy you and your home. The Lord is bringing the ones that you said that wouldn't hurt a fly. That loves everybody. Just remember this. Now you see why the Bible Destruction Group took out the Apocrypha, man. Because it came with some heat, man. It came over 105 miles an hour down the strike, man. You know, it came with some heat, man. You got it up.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
So these are ways a lot of our people are going to be removed from the earth, man. A sword, right? And I saw a map of America and how many people per state own blinkies, and majority of the states was 50% and up. So half the people.
That's legal.
Illegally, right? Right.
That is illegally, that's going to bump up another 30%.
That's right. You know, it's funny. I saw a video clip of this kid in Baltimore who said how he got his wife and they were down by the streets, and the guy been like doing photography and stuff. And he was saying, dude could have been more than about 14. So this is happening when he was really young. And he was just talking about how easy it was. He's like, I could get a gun before I can get candy. He could get a gun before he can get candy, bro. And that's every major city, bro. Every backcountry town. And a lot of our people, they're going to be removed from the earth by it, man.
Here, you go to the gun store, you go to a pawn shop, go to Walmart. You get somebody gun show, somebody selling a gun on their car.
What you said, Mike?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about Walmart. When I went to Wisconsin, I'd never seen guns at Walmart. You can get your groceries and get a damn gun.
And Wisconsin, one of those states.
Go get your kids some toys. You know, I'm not gonna be getting a shotgun, right? Bikes and basketballs and shit, fucking a 5-second walk away.
That's a recipe for disaster, man. People gonna take affirmative action.
Yep.
And again, players, people gonna start taking things into their own hands, man. government ain't fuck with me, fuck, we gotta do what we gotta do. Go around and we gotta rob, kill, steal, you know? And guns, that's violent, man. You think about back in the day, it was swords. You gotta get up and somebody stab, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But now you just beat his plate.
Yep. That's all you gonna hear for it, man.
A lot of it's gonna look like fucking 4th of July, but it ain't fireworks.
Yep.
That's what I always, around them times, man, you know, shit be going on, but yeah, this is how it's really gonna be, man. It's fucking war zone. You go around, you drive around, smoke, powder, fucking explosives, fireworks. That's what happens to America, man. Niggas far-fetched, but it's coming to the city near you, man. Best believe.
Yeah, sometimes I hear gunshots ringing off. I hear gunshots ringing off and you know, back home or in Durham or in Raleigh. You be outside at nighttime about to get in the car, you hear gunshots ringing.
Oh, especially in the Bull City. Shit.
Yeah.
Them niggas, man.
Like, damn, somebody let it loose. You can tell it'd be like a chopper or something big too.
I'll get verse 6 and 9.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Now you got to remember who's ruling in this time. Esau Edom is ruling right now. All right, the wicked, not the righteous, but the wicked, man. And now people think this man is righteous because of he allows you to pour into the flesh. You know, give it until your flesh is what's right according to this devil. And our people soak it up, man. Well, I feel this. Think about what the fuck you feel, man. What did the Lord command of you, man?
You fled your country to come and be a mole.
Right.
And now you gotta worry about going to the fucking bathroom with your kid, and there's a whole dude in there, man. Say, well, this is kind of going too far. You got Moses saying it's going too far.
Yep.
You know? You got them Transformers saying it's gone too far, man. Teaching the shit in the schools and shit.
I saw that video. It's an older video, but I don't know if y'all remember seeing that video that Edomite was at he's like at a kid's parade.
Yeah.
And he was twerking in his underwear. Like, yo, like, this place gotta go, man.
They've done it to themselves, man. You think we live on earth and just be as wicked as possible without it being unchecked, man? The Lord got to take some bounces, man. The Lord, again, on that scale, it's about weighing out, man. That wickedness is being fulfilled. And that's why you see the utter chaos, the uproars, the earthquakes. Shit is upside down, man. It's weird and demonic. You just go outside and shit is shit. Hair sticking up. What the fuck is going on, man? That's how low this place is, man. This is what Ezra, when he seen, he said, how am I going to be delivered? Having, you know, visions of what we live on a day-to-day basis, man. Imagine if King David spawned in his time now. And, you know, at the time when he was throwing Edomites off cliffs and shit. Like, what does this nigga do? He's driving? What?
Right.
He's your boss? Well, when going to America.
Like, y'all listening to him?
My son works.
What?
Employed a month. Come back here. Your seed is employed a month.
Yeah.
One fucking McDonald's. Yeah, man. This place is out of touch. And that's why, again, like I said, what happens when wickedness is in power, this is what you wanted. You wanted E to be in power. You know, you wanted him to be on top, and you can go do your own thing in wickedness. And now that these are the repercussions, man. Now he's turned on you, and his horns are showing.
I got something real quick. This is Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. And Yahweh saw that wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
That was then. How much more now? How much evil you could do in one day in these times? If you get into so much wickedness, 24-hour period, it's not even funny. You got places that never sleep. You commit sin for 24 hours straight. Go to Vegas, go to Miami, go to New York City. You know, all these so-called sin cities, man. LA.
Yep. And Miami.
Miami is something else, man. You know, you got camp down there. It's like,
Remind me to tell y'all something.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, I remember.
Hey, speaking of Las Vegas, Sin City, people that live there and work there, they said like within like the recent years, they've been feeling like a dark energy. You know, and they be having to like spiritually cleanse the hotels and the buildings and all of that.
That shit ain't gonna work. Yeah. That's spiritual cleansing though. Is that funny though? You got demons saying this is demonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
They said people go there and they be experiencing sleep paralysis
damn.
and be hearing and seeing shit. And then recently they be finding like remains in the desert and all of that. They finding skulls. They finding what's the thing when they burn the bodies? You know when they burn the bodies, they have cremated. Yeah, they finding a whole bunch of cremated remains. They be finding skulls.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just in Las Vegas alone.
Yeah, that's what's that dude? It's a black dude. He be on Stranger Things. He said he had to he had kind of like get cleansed. Like he had to y'all hear about that? Yeah, like cause even that show was demonic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
But I'm gonna finish it out. Genesis 6:6. And it repented the Lord that he made man on earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Like I was saying, how much more now? Think about it. It took, it took energy, a lot of energy, to be spirit of man to do wickedness back then. Now, he gone. He had to walk over and, watch him leave. No, now it's
There's no check to it. It's not like you gotta worry about getting judged. I mean, the Lord gonna judge regardless, but if you are openly, you're not gonna worry about getting stoned.
right.
You know? You commit adultery, worshiping these idols.
Bro, if I may say real fast, bro, what's the basketball player? What was his name? His woman had an OnlyFans. He found out about it.
I know. Shit.
He played for Maryland.
He retired.
Yeah.
Retired, man.
What was his name, man?
Like, why didn't you tell me about this?
Yeah, because the lifestyle dwindled. He had think for like 10 years in the league, But look, a wicked woman's got to a portion of a wicked man, But the point I'm making is that's wickedness, bro. And that's how many more accounts of women like that they got OnlyFans. They do like, yeah.
She tried to like downplay it, like
Joe Smith. Yep.
She tried.
Yeah.
She tried to downplay it like she ain't do no wrong. Like, you married. What you mean?
That's right, because I remember seeing that scene right there. That's what about this.
That shit breaks you, yo.
Damn.
Yeah,
She had to keep up with her lifestyle.
No, but when you think about it, Genesis, the 6th chapter, at the time of the flood, the Lord, it was so bad on earth, the Lord thought he made a mistake. He's like, I fucked up.
Damn.
But the creation story wasn't just Heavenly Father, it was the Al-Hayim and the Al-Shai. But all that 1,000 years of work, he's like, I fucked up. I fucked some shit up.
Oh shit, we might have to wipe off the table. Yo, where the water at?
How much going down, man?
Yeah.
Heavenly Father's perfect. He don't make mistakes.
That's right. That's right.
He is. He's like, I fucked this shit up. This woman ain't right. Get back in the seats. I ordered this. So how much more now, man? You think the Lord's looking down? He's happy at the condition of right now. You got all this space junk. Imagine you in a chariot, an angel's view. What's this shit floating around the earth? This nigga got garbage in space.
Yep.
How you get garbage in space? You a dirty motherfucker, man. Like, you got a dirty room. No, you got dirty. The earth is dirty.
Yep.
Unkept.
Fucked up. Because he's he serves the God of money.
He serves the God of money.
So everything that he doesn't care if it doesn't benefit the earth or benefit the people. If he can make a coin, a shekel from it, he's all about it.
That's his God.
Yeah. Which became Jake's God. The bag, getting the bag, securing the bag, getting money. I'm gonna read one more time. Genesis 6:5 says, and Yahweh saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts.
The thoughts of mine.
Yeah, that's why we're always praying that the Lord forgive us for our wrongful thoughts, sayings, and doings. Yep. It says, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart will only evil continually.
All day. Not a righteous thought all day.
Man.
Not even one. Not even one righteous thought. You know, maybe I shouldn't eat pork, shrimp, and lobster. You can't even put that down, man. So imagine you watching TV,
Right.
look through the channels, it's the same fucking shit. Like, damn, is there anything good on here?
Right.
None, man. That's the people on the earth. That's the wicked of our people, and of course the wicked himself and the
Right.
nations, man. Everywhere you go around the four corners of the earth, you flip east, west, north, south. It's bullshit.
Yep.
There's no righteous place on the earth because the gods of the Bible, you know, the gods going into the true judges, because God means judge. The 12 tribes are not in power, man. Judah on down. That's why the earth is all fucked up.
Yep.
We was going off, of course, but not like this.
Right.
We was definitely going off, doing all the bad shit, doing the shit that pissed God off. You know, it was personal because we were his children. But Esau has taken it way far beyond Jason's imagination.
Yep. It says, and it repented. Galatians 6, Genesis 6 and 6. And it repented the Lord that he made man on earth, and it grieved him at his heart.
Yeah, he took it personal. It really bothered him, you know? And again, Heavenly Father, he got emotions too, man.
Yep.
It's like you're watching the movie. You know it's not real. He's the director. He's everything, man. But you get so into the movie, you get emotionally invested into it, man. You get the characters, the storyline, the good, the guy, the bad guy. You know, you get touched by it, man. You're like, man, some movies make you move to tears sometimes, man. Yeah. You know, so Heavenly Father was like, yo, this shit is not right, man. You know, so again, he repented him that he said, again, I made a mistake. This ain't right. You know, so what do you do? Like a real king would do, he said, I gotta start over again. I gotta start this over again. Where's the eraser? You know?
It's Genesis 6 and 7. The Lord said, I will destroy man whom I created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And the reason why I brought that out, because Lord willing, we're Noah in these times, man. You know, being found in grace in the eyes of the Heavenly Father by turning back from all this wickedness, man. Being righteous to the best of our abilities, man. Being brotherly. Okay? Because we know this ship is sinking, man. That's all.
Yeah, this is ship is sink, and a lot of these, it's even some Babylonians that still want to be on the ship, you know, and fighting the losing battle, still trying to strive and fight for so-called good life in this world, in this wicked, sinful kingdom and society.
They're looking for the hope.
Yeah, looking for the hope. But there is no hope.
Right.
And we can see that we truly at the end of this age. We at the end of this era. You know, we at the end of a kingdom. We at the end of an empire. We at the end of Esau Edom's rulership along with the heathens.
But how do you know that? You don't know that. Your prophecy speaking.
Prophecy speaking, and we can see, and we can
144, damn. Yeah.
and we could physically see it now. We could go look up and watch a video. We could go look at the news and say, yeah, this place is done.
Yeah.
You know, because now you got analysts and whistleblowers and whatever other people that be watching that be like, yeah, it's done.
Now, one economist guy, I forgot his name. Mike found his name last time, but he said, America is done. It's just that no one wants to tell you. You know, this place is cooked.
It's done. It's cooked.
Party's over, but they're still trying to.
Yeah. The lights came on in the club. You know.
Yeah.
God.
It's Proverbs 10. One word to bring up all the
That's it. That's it.
So Proverbs 10 and 28, the hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. So your aspirations and dreams, your worldly, affairs, it's all gonna come within your feet, man. It's only a matter of time. You can have all this ambition and I'm Black Wall Street and you have a bland blitz and whatever the hell you got in your mind, man. Your expectation is gonna be cut off. It's not gonna be honored by the Lord, man. You can pray all you want. Jeebus, whoever the hell you pray to now, pray to your pet rock. It don't matter, man. But the hope of the righteous is glad is because why? Because the will of Yahweh shall come to pass, man.
We got precept back you up. Point is in verse 11, but I'm starting 9. It's a wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath cared for his elect. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteousness and have forsaken the Lord. Verse 11. For whoso despises wisdom and nurture he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. It's going back. No.
Pretty much you're wasting your time, man.
Yep.
The first verse you read, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. Well, you don't trust the Lord, man, so you can't handle it, man. You can't handle the truth. People have this, cliche about, tell me the truth. You don't want the truth, man. A woman say, tell you the truth. Lie to her, man.
Right.
Lie to her, man. Don't tell the truth, because she can't handle it, man. Because to handle truth, you have to have integrity. Yep. You have to be content with outcomes. I want the truth. So either way you hear it, it don't matter if it's good to you or bad to you. The truth is the truth. Right. And that's what we're here to tell you, the truth, man. We can't, we can't stop what's to come. It's like you hear this train track, the train on the train track, man. Go stand in front of the train trying to stop it, man. Go ahead, like the Superman trying to one-handed. It's not going to stop, man. All this momentum, all that weight, all that power. These are the words of Yahweh Shai, man. Right. So going to him, having care for his elect because we're with the program. You're not going to see benefits if you're a base ass dude, man. Right. You out here doing the only thing, you one-man army. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, jumping through buildings, all this stuff, ducking, dodging precepts, making up shit, talking about the Talmud's inspired, Yeah. You're going to lose, man. Because again, this is the time that again the Lord's going to reward those that have waited on him, man. That was patient, that took the L, man. Took all the L's. Lots of more to come, man.
You know what's funny? People really, I just want to say this, they admire how we are in these things. Like, you're going through this, you still believe in what you believe in. I gotta respect it. I may not believe a lot of what you say, but I gotta respect it. To lose a job, lose just carnal things.
Still got faith.
Yeah.
It's part about having faith.
Apostle Paul said, I count it all dumb to win Yahweh Shai. You measure up, what's more important, the glory of the world or the glory of the Lord? Like, obvious choice. Romans 12. They go by little sacrifice. It's a reasonable thing to do, man. Yep. There's no other option. Serve the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and hopefully have partaken in that first fruit, joint who should become, or try to change the Joneses and live in a world where it's, first off, is dying and being destroyed, and that it can be taken away any moment, man. You look at these people that so-called made it out of our tribe, man. Look at the end state, man. You should just stay in the hood, man. Yep. You should just stay, do your little shit on the computer, do your little beats. Yep. Look at Kanye, man. He was great, man. He was great, man. And now look at him, man. He was all turned out. Yep. Bugged out. Talking about 12 jobs to do the.
They shoot him up, spit him out.
He's gone, man. Yep. And now, like you said, he got chewed out. He has no home. He gained the world and lost his soul. Yep. He had nowhere to park himself, man. That's why he's trouble. Yep. He married Kim Kardashian and had children with her. Woo. Like, he got all this money. What's so funny? He to mock her, he was dating girls that looked like her.
Yeah.
You should do that shit in the first place.
Right. Public Shaw, I'm gonna read, since you said I'm gonna read this last part. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 12. Their wives are foolish and their children wicked. Their offspring is cursed Wherefore blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which have not known sinful bed. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls.
It's about something.
No, just going to that point, man. You know, their wives and fools, their children, you know, wicked.
Exactly. Imagine that's what King Solomon talked about. You got all this wealth, you did all the right things. You saved your money. You stopped listening to niggas with Jerry curls. You started a business. Chronic out. You did all the right things, man. To come raise up a child and like a little 50 Cent son, man. They're beefing because he was entitled that he should get some amount of money. More child support. You know, imagine that, man. You did all that work, all that grinding, shirt off, and all that shit.
Right.
For your son or your daughter to.
That's so wrong. I don't like wrong too.
Playing on the internet talking about my dad ain't this.
Well, he got his mom's spirit on him.
You got that battle back.
Yeah. You know.
It says lose the battle, man.
Yep.
You can't win in this world. So why fight a fight that you're not gonna win?
That's right.
You know, be content and move on, man. The Lord gives the Lord does give wiggle room, man. But Jake just want to be doing his own fucking thing, man.
Yep.
You know, it's your program first, then the Lord. The Lord don't work like that, man. You know, so when we get to the time that we're coming into,
Yep.
when you really need him,
Yep.
you're gonna get tumbleweeds, dusts,
Give that Jamie
silence.
Foxx.
Imagine that. Imagine how that's gonna feel.
Yeah.
You crying to the Lord, like the best prayer you ever prayed in your life. You saying shit you just flow,
Yep.
and you get no response. Because where was that energy when I called you?
I know, right?
It's a squirrel be here every week.
Yeah, I know, right?
Be in camp. Take out here, do his own thing. Let the one brother come out. He ain't thinking about shit, man.
Yep. That's why Auntie had a boots out.
Take the titties out.
Yeah, you know?
It's like those places done, man.
Yeah.
Got aunties with titties out. And leggings. That's
You got grandma, yo. You got old white guys. Like,
that's brother's hair, bro.
yeah.
It's funny, I just seen two people I work with walk by.
Those
Yeah.
no wonder you're looking over here like,
Yeah.
Hey, what the hell?
I was like, what the fuck?
I know, right? You gotta give him that look when you go to work. You're like, I wish you would say something to me. I wish you would say something to me.
Oh shit, I don't talk to them anyway.
Oh, good.
I mean, shit, they did see me, yeah. Said somebody else I work with seen me before. Yeah, I seen y'all. I said, hell yeah. Yeah, that was me. Hey, I don't, shit. Hey, if we care,
All getting riled up.
if we care, you know, if we care what people thought, we wouldn't be out here standing on the in
Right.
the public. Out
That's right.
if we wanted to hide or have a secret identity, we wouldn't be out in the public on the streets for the public eye to see us. Yeah, you know, we ain't have a Pusaisi mask on.
All right. Let's get back into this. Who was it? Edge 15? We jump down.
can I get a TNT?
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14 in the GMT. It says the world and the people in it are doomed.
Yeah. They're doomed. Isn't that what Trump called us? Prophets of doom. You know?
Verse 15, the war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations.
Yeah, and before, you know, these things in the past, the prophets tell you about it, man. All right? Singing that song. This song was sent to us. You know, we learned the song, and we come out here, and we're prophesying to you that same song, war and evil, pestilence, destruction, the end of Esau Edom's age, man. It's rulership. You got it?
There will be great political turmoil.
Yep. And don't you see that happening now? Okay? You got Esau running around. He can't stay at home, right? He can't mind his business. All of the other political affairs that don't concern him. You got it?
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of that, he talking about Iran's protests. If y'all gonna be killing protests,
Right.
we gonna handle y'all.
Right.
We gonna come over there and say we gonna come over to your country and so-called protect your people for protesting.
See?
Like that's neither does he stay at home. Now you dealing with other. That's a whole nother country's affairs.
Leave my business alone, bro.
That for a country you don't even like.
Right. But you know, it all goes back to him. He saw something he liked. Whoa, you got these. I won.
Now we got another reason to go.
Yeah,
over
exactly. Yep. Yep.
It says, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control.
That's what you see happening right now, man. All right, and Esau is exercising his sword, man. All right, exercising his blessing. Look, straight strong arming. But you know, me personally, I think Maduro was in on it. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, some way. But you just don't go there without, you know what I'm saying? But it's still,
It just don't happen.
yeah. I
You
mean,
can't just run up in the country and snatch it.
yeah,
Where was the military?
right.
I mean, like,
You know. But I mean, everything will come out. You know, we in the kingdom, we'll find out everything. You know. But
but saying, the president. I mean, come on,
yeah,
president.
exactly.
You could just run up in the country and snatch up the president.
I'm saying.
It should have been a lot more bullets flying and a lot more missiles and rockets being shot.
Yep. Yep. Especially on a military base.
Yeah.
A military base.
Yeah, come on now, man. Yeah, man. It should have been a lot more bloodshed on both sides before something like that would happen. Realistic.
Right. That don't even happen in the movies.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? They take the president out, put gunshot wound, he left it,
Some expendables type shit.
yeah, hold on.
They claim they want to, with Netanyahu, he got war crimes and they want him locked up.
Yeah,
If multiple countries do, well, ain't nobody run up in there and snatch him up,
right. Well, he's part of the ones that are in leadership,
Yeah.
part of the earth.
They hate Iran so much, ain't nobody run up in Iran and snatch up their president.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it just...
We got it.
So, Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 16, GNT, there will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring their legitimate government.
By ignoring, that's sedition, right? Ignoring the local governments, man. Think about it. They're going to be in that John Q spirit. John, you better do something. What did John do? He took the blinky, went up to the hospital, right? And look, he made some moves, man. That's the spirit that these Americans going to be in. Yeah, y'all going up there? Hey, getting busy.
Yeah.
Man. Jake trying to catch them. Squirrels.
Verse 17, there will no longer be free access to the cities because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion.
Yeah, so they're gonna, like Scripture say, they want to go into another city. So you're not gonna be able to, man. All right, the Lord's gonna have these ML groups, right, shutting off different parts of access to different parts of different cities, man, because of whatever the case may be. It could be anything, man. Right?
And total confusion wherever people live.
Total confusion, man. These people are gonna be in the dark of what the hell is going on, but not the hopeful elect. Right? We're gonna be somewhat not knowing, every step of outcome, right? But we're gonna know that this is the time that Esau Edom's coming down with great wrath, Revelation 12. You know? But look, guess what? We're going to have a God, Lord will we remain. It tells you that in 2 Ezra 16th chapter. You know?
Now, I forgot the Edomite name, but he said that ISIS considering going door to door. Huh?
Damn it.
Well, y'all seen that?
Damn it.
Yeah, they talking about going door to door. So that falls in line with prophecy too.
Yeah. Door to door.
Yeah, you know, if the military or ICE start going door to door, that's
It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter if you Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom.
good.
The way things is going, right? Esau just wants you. He wants you out of his so-called country, man. He wants all the minorities out, man. Cause let's say he was to do that. Who's next? He ain't doing it to Ishmael. He ain't doing it to Ham. It's the Israelites.
Verse 19. Driven by famine.
Look, driven by famine. And that's going to be a big kicker, man. That's going to be a big kicker. And it's going to really affect women and children. It's going to affect the men. But a lot of men go without, man. Right? A lot of men go without. Men, not mama boys. You know what I'm saying? These females are going to suffer and the children going to suffer, man. Because the children not going to be able to fend for themselves. Neither is the woman. Right? The only thing a woman can do is something sexually. That gets old real quick. That's not going to be of a value when these times be coming in, man. That's the beauty. What?
Especially when you eat baby.
Bro.
Behind that shit, like, fall out.
Bro.
Like, I'm done.
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? What value is the box when life is on the line? It's not gonna hold any value, man. And when you realize you don't have no value, what you gonna do then? Right? You're gonna beg for it. Please take it. There ain't gonna be no more of that look and don't touch. Ain't gonna be no more of that, man. Yeah.
It was Salak. It was the vice president. Yeah, that said because I guess they sent in a couple thousand federal agents to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minneapolis.
Wait. Federal officials say Americans can expect to see even more muscular immigration enforcement in the coming months, with over 10,000 new ICE agents hitting the streets, armed with personal data harvested by private contractors.
You guys don't protect.
Yep. Right.
Hey, if I may say with that, did you hear what the vice president said? He's giving them clemency of immunity. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they could just bang. Yeah, they could
bang you down and no repercussions from it.
Yeah.
Like that white chick got banged down. They know the guy's name and ain't nothing to do about it.
See?
Yeah.
So what?
FBI took over. They didn't let the state police figure out investigations. They what's that FBI involved?
Yeah,
It's hard. Can't do nothing. It's just it is what it is. And this USA Today too. Speaking on January 7th, Fox News broadcast, Vice President J.D. Vance said ICE would be going door to door in the coming months as agents carry out President Donald Trump's plans for the largest mass deportation in history.
Yeah, these are fearful times. You trying to tell me you're not scared of that? You know, you at home eating your Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
You know, your eggs with hot dogs cut up in it. You know, that's a big Northern Kingdom breakfast though.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? That should frighten you. You gotta remember, Esau.
That's coming down with great. That's coming down with great wrath.
Yep.
They about to send fucking another 10,000 federal agents. He said they coming door to door, and they're not coming respectfully either. They kicking the door.
Yep. That's it. Exactly. You gotta remember. This man is not reproducing like everyone else is, man. This man is really about to go extinct. And that's something that really put an eye open on these devils, man. Hey, look, we look, it's either them or us. We gotta find a way to preserve us and get rid of them. It's a scary time for everybody on the earth, man. But much more you Israelites. What's it on, Mike? Oh, okay. Man.
So yeah, 2026, right? Yes, it's wars and rumors of wars. They about to send thousands of federal agents to the streets to go door to door. Largest deportation in U.S. history. Like, that's a lot. It's a lot. I think Elon Musk just did something with the AI, something called Prometheus. Yeah, Prometheus something. They about to, man, it's about to get crazy out here, yo. These are times we living in.
I seen something too. They got I don't know if Google did it. Say they harvesting green. You saw that?
Yeah, and I forgot. I don't know if it was a country or they pushing to have all newborn babies to be get a digital ID. So hey, man, we here and we know everything leads to the chip.
That's right. You got it.
2nd Esdras 15:19 GNT. Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions.
Yeah, they ain't gonna give a damn. It's gonna be strictly survival mode. Exactly. It's either gonna be you or me. And these people, it's basically gathering up these blinkies, man. Ammo. Back here a couple of years ago, you had the end of there was a lot of end of women in these shooting range classes. You know, trying to prepare themselves for what's going on and what's getting ready to happen. Not knowing that their covering is going to be a elect man of the Lord, man.
Exactly. They'll go ahead and get gun training, but they won't get husband.
Exactly. You know, just a quick side note. Somebody I work with was telling me how they're struggling. You know, they have to work another job, this, that, and the third. And I just said, yo, you got a man? She was like, no. I said, you never thought about getting one? She was like, this looks scary. Bitch, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make it, bro. If you barely. Anyways, man.
That's why I shared with this GML.
I'm tired of borrowing money from my mom, and you know, it's like, yeah.
Down that hill by themselves.
Yep.
Wonder Woman. Ain't no bitch, no Wonder Woman. Not no lasso. Yeah, it's pretty. You can do it. It's not reality. It's not how the real world works. That's that Babylon. That philosophy you've been fed.
Yep.
You believe this. So just listen to your husband. You know, now you want to step out.
And she fun too.
Really?
Yeah, she fun.
Well, she better find one. She gonna get one.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a rain, JT.
She definitely I tell you.
That day.
Right. Where we at?
When we keep doing that?
What's the next verse say?
In the KJV it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will come together all the kingdoms of the earth."
That's the KJV?
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is the
Where we at? Yeah, keep reading.
Okay, fine. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 20 in the GMT. It says, Yahweh says, I am calling together all the kings of the earth to come from north, south, east, and west to turn back and restore what they have taken.
And ultimately, what have they taken? They've taken us. You know? And pretty much everything they had their hands on. Remember, the earth was made for our sakes, man. Go ahead.
I will pay them back with the same harsh treatment they have always given to my chosen people.
Yeah, so hey, look, that's payback. 1 Thessalonians, I think that's 2 Thessalonians, the first chapter. Seen as a righteous thing to recompense tribulations to those that troubled thee. The Lord's going to come pay back double. And that's what these devils are running from, man. You know? They're running from justice. They're running from the judgment of the Lord. If the Lord's chosen people couldn't run from it, what makes you think? Exactly. Even though you go hide in your bunkers, let the rocks fall upon you. You know, look, your underwater retreats to no avail, man. And that's gonna be fun. You know, the scripture said the fishermen shall turn into hunters. That's gonna be fun, man. You got that spiritual power. You got it up.
The Lord says, I will use my power, and there will be no mercy for sinners.
You hear that? The Lord says not gonna be any mercy for sinners, man. And the ones of our people, they take light of that, man. But I thought God hates the sin, not the sinner. Sin wouldn't exist without a body for to sin, man. Damn, man. Whoever came up with that one, man, they gonna pay. They gonna pay. That makes no sense, right? You know? You got it. That's a good boy.
This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
Right. This is not a scripture not to take lightly, man. You know, the Lord's being dead serious right now.
You want to be hid?
Yeah. And they ain't talking about in some fucking church house. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a spiritual hedge and physical hedge above us, man.
Hey, think the parents when they're because shit get real, some people are gonna be running to them church houses.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And them church houses is gonna become slaughterhouses.
Yeah.
And they showed that in the one Paris movie too. The Edomite militias went to them church houses and was putting everybody down.
Yep.
That's gonna happen.
Yep.
People gonna be running to these church houses, thinking everything good, thinking the Lord is covering that place, and they go get a rude awakening.
Hey, wasn't that one that the pastor already deleted himself in the basement? Was that the one? When the chick was looking for the pastor? Sorry. And he ended up delete. I could be mixing two movies together. I could, yeah.
Yeah, pastors, they gonna lose faith too.
But that might have been the one with what's my guy? You watched the movie with Pastor McCarthy? Nah. I can't remember his name.
Pastor in the line, so.
Yeah, he Batista was in it.
You talk about
Bushwick.
That's right,
Yeah. And they was looking for the pastor, and the chick was looking, and he was down in the basement. He already blew his brains out.
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah, I think that was Bushwick. Yeah.
Or he did it like right when she got there, or after he said what he said.
Yeah.
He did it like shortly after.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn. But these times we're living, a lot of people gonna seek death. Death's gonna flee from him, man. You know, he tried to blow his brains out and half his skull is there. He still living and breathing.
You got people unaliving themselves now. I mean, shit bad, but it ain't like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Edomites lose their job or their wife or kids, they unaliving themselves. Now imagine when all hell break loose. And you don't know where your next meal gonna come from. Yeah? People gonna be unaliving themselves. Because a lot of these people's faithless. They don't have faith in the Lord. They believe in man. They go think Esau Edom gonna come to their rescue, or they go have to save themselves, but everything gonna be Lord's will.
I got a precept for you real quick since you said that. This is there's no wrong, man. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arms, and whose heart departed from the Lord."
It's a whole lot of that.
Yep.
People make flesh. People put their trust in man and flesh their iron. People gonna be trusting in Esau Edom and his military and in his police force and this, that, and the third. When they get real, man, ain't nobody coming to save you.
Right.
Nobody.
Remember Isaiah 30 says, "Warrior in the trust of Egypt, horses and chariots."
Yeah.
30 or 31.
Destruction unto you. Ain't nobody gonna come save you.
Yep.
911 ain't gonna work.
Yep. I know, right? Hey, like Michael Oliver said, it's gonna be cold, man. Look, you're gonna be praying, crying, snot running down your nose, and the Lord, it's just not gonna hear you, man. That's worse than any type of rejection from anything.
They say on after your calamities, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Hospitals overwhelmed, been shut down. People gonna run to the police station.
Yep.
Police stations gonna be on lockdown.
Yep.
Not helping nobody. The first thing people do, run to police stations, hospitals, and every city got an armory. But the armories in these cities ain't big enough to hold the people, the population of that city. The armory is just one big building.
And they're not gonna be holding you jakes.
They're not holding you jakes. So police station cut, hospital cut, armory cut. Now where you gonna run? Where you gonna? And them ain't even places you can run to. So now where you gonna run? Where else you gonna run to now?
Right.
Highways. And they say what some of the worst places to end up on is be in the fucking middle of traffic or on the highway when shit hit the fan. It could just take one simple accident to have the entire highway. We see it now and shit good. Highway be backed up miles because one stupid person driving slow or because one accident on the side of the road that's not even blocking traffic.
Right.
Imagine when a car accident happened that actually does block traffic. You
Sitting ducks.
Yeah, you just sitting ducks.
Yep.
You ain't going nowhere. And then during that time, ain't like people gonna be following the rules. People gonna be speeding, cutting lanes, riding around, driving on the side of the road. And then a lot of places like here it be having them slim ass roads where you can't even drive around the person if you wanted to. You just gonna be stuck. Yeah, but yeah, I got something.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I got something for you. You said something. Yeah. This is a quick one. Ezekiel 7:15. The sword is without, and the pestilence, and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
That's essentially gridlock. Wherever you go, it's gonna be trouble. You in the city, good luck, man. You're gonna die by pestilence, right? Because that's what happens with germs. Close proximity or the people, that's how super germs spread, man.
Yep.
When you're in the field, that's when you go into military blockades, they be outside the city to catch the people that are scrambling out there, man. They have certain protected areas where they'll actually have camp and they'll hold out, So when you run to the field, you have military, man. You go into these survivor YouTube channels. A lot of them have routes where they're cutting across the woods to get away as far as they can from civilization. Right. Those are going to find armed and trained, real deal military men.
I say Mike real fast because you got to understand this is spiritual. The Lord is having Esau cover all areas so that you have no choice but to turn to him. You have no choice. And for a lot of our people, it's going to be too late.
especially when he's pushing that MOTV, they don't want to have options.
Right.
That's why they talk to 15-minute cities. You don't gotta go nowhere. You don't gotta get no planes. You don't gotta go, car to drive nowhere. You just live in your little loop town. Just enjoy, everything. You got the grocery store, which one you want, Whole Foods, Sprouts, all within a certain area, man.
Yep.
Because that's what they're gonna promote as the only safe place on earth. It's in these green zones when you have this device, man.
All right.
Outside's gonna be the Wild West, You play the video games, you go past a certain area, to keep them warning signs, turn back.
The wasteland.
Yeah, wastelands.
Dead zones.
Dead zones, It's not gonna be safe, and especially like brother was going to women, man. You women, you're gonna, survival instinct. Your ass is not going to do no good past a certain point. Let me go ahead and just take it. Well, Auntie said, just get to me out here with some. A lot of you men gonna fall because you tied to these women, and you move when she move. She hurt, she crying, she sad, she's scared as fuck. You scared as fuck.
Right. Dick might be crying more than the women.
What we gonna do if you look at your man? What we gonna do? That's how you know this is done. This get it up.
Yep.
The bitch gonna turn and say, what's wrong with you?
Yep.
Bitch gonna try to find them guys in the corner, raise the guys in the corner.
But the Lord gave him that. That's what you wanted, bitch.
That's what you wanted. That is true. Gated community, you want the road, the Range Rover.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now good luck going down to the store and not being like a sore thumb. Niggas out there waiting.
They'll put some fucking clothes in.
Oh yeah.
They won't wear skin tight clothes then. That's why that's why these bitches.
Hey, they show you that in movies. Women start shaving their heads bald and dressing like men,
Yep.
so they can blend in and not stick out because they know they'll get SA. They'll get assaulted.
It's cool. They got double D's.
You ain't high no double D's. You ain't high. Hey, you ain't high no BBL.
Exactly.
You ain't high no wagon.
That ricochet, that shit tickling.
Yeah.
Who has getting grabbed up?
They gonna be like, oh,
Guys, we're boys.
shit. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something in the truck. In that day, we live in a freak messed up society.
Yeah.
Fancy rounds.
Yeah.
Be bad.
I was watching a movie on that. Bible, end time movies, and I came across this chick that grabbed her up. I said, "Oh yeah, he's gonna like you. He's gonna like you." Like whoever ran the shit got first dibs, and then it was
Pass around.
When you look at certain animals when they hunt, like the killer whales, they'll play with the sea lions.
Yep.
Pass them around in the air and shit. Flip the nigga 10 feet in the air, he splash. Other one catch him.
Yep.
That's how the men gonna be in that day to you women. They're gonna be playing games with you, man.
And
Fulfilling them fantasies.
Yep.
Making you cosplay and shit. Damn. Put this hat on.
it's gonna be bad. Yep.
That to be mercy
Yeah. Right.
compared to what they about to go.
Right. So I'm gonna read verse 14. That's why I should have started. Ezekiel 7:14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Famine and pestilence, because again, when you go into the cities, we talked about earlier, the logistics of how you get stuff in your stores, man. When the highways are cut off, how are you gonna get your stuff from these semi-trucks, man?
Right.
They don't just flow from the sky like an Amazon package. They got drones. Here's your food. They don't work like that, man.
Right.
Nobody's door dashing you shit. Niggas gonna be taking your shit. It already happens now.
Yeah.
So in the city, it's gonna be famine and pestilence. It's gonna be uprising, man.
Yeah.
People again, if you have it, then you'll have eyeballs on you. You walking out with a big grocery cart and get in the car, honey.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
That shit's over with. You gonna get your shit. You gonna ransack.
You gonna be sprinting to the car.
Yeah.
The brother said it's because why? This is the judgment of Yahweh Shai, man. Because again, the trumpet was blown to make already it's like an alarm. You just keep hitting snooze. Keep hitting snooze. Going to my phone, it's gonna keep going off.
Yeah.
No one's getting ready. You're not getting off the bed. You're not getting ready, to get going, man. We're talking to our people. We're still in CCC land, man. pajamas and the blanket tucked in.
Can I read it real quick? It's Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Should
You
it
hear
be?
them watch old age movies, hear that certain sound.
Everybody getting
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
grabbing
yeah,
their shit, ready to run for the hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you in that sober mindset, like this is danger.
Grab your kids, family.
Get ready.
run for the
No
hills.
talking. Just get
Shit to talk about.
Yep.
Grab what you can carry and bounce.
Because he can see it playing out like that. You know what I'm saying? It says, "Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?"
So this evil that's happening, the Lord did it. He's not shying away from it. He's not hiding his hands. He's telling you he's doing it. Because why? This is what happens when you choose wickedness and choose evil. To rebel against heavenly quality, Yahweh Shashad, man of war. And again, the thing is, the Lord's warning you. He's not warning you what he's doing.
Right.
He does it subliminally.
Yep.
He does it subconsciously. He puts stuff in movies. He'll say a little thing here and there on the news. Yeah, but he don't tell you straightforward what I'm doing because he's a deceiver. But the Lord's telling you straightforward. He's not bluffing. There's no secret meaning to it. The Lord says he's gonna come to bring hell on earth. That's what he's doing, man. He's gonna come and destroy, and deliver, man.
Yep.
And with the elites or Esau Edom, I forgot. I don't know if it's Satanism or the universal law. It's one of their laws to where they gotta let you know something without necessarily letting you know.
Half truths.
Half truths. Like the brother said, they'll put it in a movie, make a joke out of it, put it in a TV show, make a book, make a scenario. Pretty much. Put they throw it out there. But then they throw you off at the same time.
The serpent in the garden.
The serpent in the garden.
Thou shalt not surely die. That's a half truth. It's called Revelation of the Method. I think it's Masonic. There's a law where you have to kind of tell, in a way to tell what you're doing. Now, obviously, all right, you're saying, hey, I'm gonna steal, I'm gonna rob, and kill, and say this a different way.
Right.
Therefore, the blood on your hand. That's their thing.
Yeah. I believe that's what I read that before. Yeah.
I told you to do it.
It's a law. Like, hey, you can't say you didn't get a warning. We showed you.
Right.
Everything that's happened. Shit, we didn't do that in 100 movies already. But hey, but that's why you have to have faith and hope in the Heavenly Father and His Son, and repent now. Before it get that bad. Repent now. Fast now. Examine yourself now. Cut off what you need to cut off now. Cut off who you need to cut off now. Read now. Get right with the Lord now. While the doors of mercy and compassion and repentance is still open. Because the doors are still open, but they're closing slowly but surely, and we got less time than we believe. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. And the only thing you can do is seek the Lord and have faith and hope in the Heavenly Father and the Son. And other than that, take care of your body and get in some decent shape if you can. Because at the end of the day, we trapped in these vessels and we trapped in these bodies until the day we die. So you should take care of it. Make sure you're strong and make sure you're in some decent kind of shape, just in case you do got to sprint. Just in case you do got to hop some gates. Just in case you do got to fight somebody up off you. Just in case you do got to, protect yourself.
So finishing out, Ezekiel 7 and 16 says, "But they that escape of them shall escape and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning every one for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water."
Tremble. Scared to death.
It says, verse 18, "They shall also girt themselves with sackcloth, horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon their heads." It says,
You heard that? Horror.
Yep.
It's the script. The Bible says horror shall cover them. Horror. They're going to be scared to death.
and shame.
And shame. Knees feeble as water, trembling. scared, and then up what is it?
I'll read it
They
again.
gonna be mourning everyone for his iniquity.
Yep.
That's when I shoulda, coulda, woulda's is gonna come in play. That's when, damn man, I wasn't living right. Or damn, people's consciousness and their mind just go condemn themselves because they know they wasn't living right. They know they knew, and especially if they heard the truth or got warned or seen what was coming, they'll say, damn, I should have repented, or damn, I should have listened to those guys in the streets, or damn, I shouldn't have did this, that, and the third. You know, they go mourn over their iniquities, and they go start condemning themselves.
Yep. Verse 19 says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bells, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity.
Yes, stumbling block of their iniquity. You ain't gonna be no price to buy your way out of the ass whooping that's coming, the judgment that's coming.
Yep.
Go cash your gold and your silver out on the streets because it's gonna be worthless. But you ain't gonna be able to do nothing with it.
This is Proverbs 11:4.
That's fair. That's fair.
Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
See, these people got a harsh reality coming, man. Especially our people. You know, the thing that you work so very hard for, right, is gonna be of naught in that day. I spent my life chasing and saving and doing this. For this. Yeah. You know? When really I should have been stacking up wisdom. Going back to Proverbs 3. You know? Read it again.
This is
Proverbs 11. Yeah.
This is book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Yeah, I mean, like you said, all this money and wealth that you're getting in these times, it's not going to do you a bit of good when the Lord comes down in this place and destroys it. Storing up all these treasures, like you were saying earlier, worrying about generational wealth. This word ain't going about. We having our spirit, this word's not going to go to another 3 or 4 years, or it will. So, you know, all those, that's just like, yeah, it's just
yeah, like that Calvin Klein or Gucci or whatever designer they be wearing now. It's gonna be. Ain't gonna matter. That Hellcat ain't gonna matter. That Beamer, that Benz ain't gonna matter. That gold chain or the rings in your finger ain't gonna matter.
sellouts.
Yeah, it's
That's right.
What? I mean, what you gonna gain by changing the truth right now?
Jake?
Yeah.
Just for a fact, Jake about to be sobered up real quick in the spirit. Real quick.
and I be mentioning, and I be mentioning like, yo, like these people selling out and shit. It's like it's for nothing. You not getting. It ain't like you getting a seat at the table with the elites to rule. You not getting a seat at the table with the wealthiest, richest people of the world. You still here with us. You still gotta go to work every day. You still subject to payments. You still. Even if they do got a couple dollars, it ain't nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
It ain't nothing. You know, they still subject to payments, and if anything, they putting themselves in a hole even more because now you about to try to live a lifestyle you got to maintain.
They got 2 wives. I got 2 wives.
I got 2 wives. Yeah. When that money leave, they gonna have no wives.
Yeah.
That ain't shit to brag about.
Yeah, nah. That was on that? Anybody got anything? Back in the mic? Isaiah 10.
Isaiah 10. Start at verse 3. It says, says, and what will ye do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee, and where will ye leave your glory? So going to again, when you're time to get judged, and all this stuff that was going to do later, where you going to store it? Work so hard, to get, the Beamer Benz, whatever the hell is covered after, Rolexes, Attic Philippe's, all this carnal bullshit, man. What are you going to do in this go time, man? It's a time of war. You got people coming from other countries, landing with parachutes on your street corner, and you talking about, a month or so ago, he was like, damn, it was all good a week ago type shit.
They gonna be landing on their beds.
Coming
down, boom!
I said earlier about them ice ages, man. You did all you could to escape, the hood and bad neighborhoods. Well, they coming into people that got, nice houses too, man.
That remind me of that movie Red Dawn. You remember that?
Red Dawn,
Coming out the sky. It's good. I had a dream. It could have been a vision. I had a dream. I seen. I was walking. It was nighttime, and I seen men coming down in parachutes. Wow. And I had ran. I ran. I seen men coming from the sky, and I just ran the opposite direction, and I had woke up.
Boy, got low.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I just said, Jay, we see something, it just ain't nothing to talk about. I might just go the opposite way. Like, ain't nothing to talk about. Yeah, it's time to go. I'm just, niggas coming out in parachutes, it's time to go.
Right.
So, Isaiah 10, verse 4, without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners, they shall fall under the slain. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. So that's the compassion of the Lord. That's the balance of his counsel. The Lord is more mad than he's ever been in history, but he still has his hand stretched out to deliver his elect. He still has the truth out here. He has the man of the Lord pushing his word week in, week out, daily, giving you warning. You ain't paying us. We're not doing this, for filthy lucre. We're doing this out of the passion of our heart, man. It starts with the fear of the Lord, man. So again, the Lord's telling you, okay, you can run from the curses, but you can't. But you can escape, the hood. You can get away from bad neighborhoods. You can escape, dealing with certain situations because you got money. But what are you gonna do that day when the Lord returns, man? When all hell is breaking loose. Because again, that's what we're warning you of, man. There's a time coming that we're already at that door, man. Pandora's box has been opened up. We're point of no return. It only goes down from here, man. And that down is gonna be a steep, like a 180-degree drop, man. From where you are now to completely on your face, man. You'll be asking what happened. And probably somewhere on the earth, protected by Yahweh Shai will say, we told you so, man.
Right. Back you up. This is Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 2. It says, O Lord, I've heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known, and wrath, remember mercy.
That's what we're begging the Lord to. Remember mercy when he pulls up, man. He says he's gonna be so mad, he's gonna shake the earth.
Yeah.
The mountains gonna be removed out of this place. He's gonna have a war cry. It's gonna be a godly cry, like we go power up type shit.
Right.
It's not gonna be terrifying. You think about a lion in the wood. That's what he's talking about. You're not gonna be scared. You hear a lion roaring.
Right.
It's just echoing down.
Right.
T-Rex roar like.
Yeah. There was dinosaurs, but we'll see exactly. I don't know if it's T-Rex. But really the fight, they say the fight.
Exactly.
T-Rex.
Or we could just beast of the field, it's just dinosaurs, T-Rex, whatever, beast of the field. It's still beasts in them jungles and shit that we can't step foot in.
We haven't even seen.
Yeah, that we haven't even seen, that they can't even send people in because the trees are so dense, helicopters can't see what's in there, and sunlight can't get in there.
Even with Esau's technology, the Lord's not allowing him to get in. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's a lot of forests and jungles Esau he can only get into the outskirts. Because once you get too far, he loses communication, and it get dark.
The depths of the ocean.
Yeah, the depths of the
down
ocean.
you go, you get crushed by that pressure.
Yeah.
You don't know what's down there.
They say, sunlight only go so far. the ocean before you know it just start. And the ocean is miles deep. Miles.
We don't even know it.
Yeah. Well, we know about the Mariana Trench, and that's on the outskirts.
Yeah.
So a part on the outskirts is miles deep. So we can't even talk about the dead smack middle of the ocean.
Right. Just imagine when we were able to get down there and see it.
Right. I want to know what's going on. What's down here?
Right. But that was on that.
And you know, at a point in time, you know, ain't no telling. It could be a whole nother, you know, ancient world that's just underwater now. You know,
That's what they said, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, but we do know for a fact there's underwater cities and stuff. You know, like
Was Atlantis ever real?
well, I ain't gonna say Atlantis, but you know, like in cities and stuff that's like that's underwater now due from like, you know, earthquakes, floods, and this, that, and the third. You know, places that was below sea level.
Yeah.
You know, we do know that, but like, yeah, you know, ain't no telling. You can't go too crazy.
Yeah.
You know, the world thousands of years old. You know.
Did you have anything to go?
Yeah. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 14.
All right.
Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Yeah, the ultimate plague from ICBMs, man. You know, they're gonna do damage. All right, the Spirit of the Lord gonna be in them things, man. They're not going to return. Also, these plagues, these smaller plagues, man.
Yeah.
You know, these birth pains, these famines, you know, pestilences. It's gonna be. Look, you ever had a toothache, man? Shit. Can you imagine dealing with a toothache of Jacob's trouble? You know what I'm saying? It's a bad one, it's down in your nerves, you're through. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be enough Tylenol you can take. You know, I know I was in a tooth pulled. Damn dot head was like, fucking, you can take this pain? I was like, yeah, but I don't want to. Look at that. Damn, y'all want to too.
Shit hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, how much they numbered up? You still gonna feel that pressure?
Hell yeah. Damn, either. But you know, Jake, we had that strength. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta stop. You know, you got
The Lord shall send evils.
Oh, when you finally bring it out. But you know, Jake gonna have to sit in a lot of these things that's being prescribed, man. Jake don't know what it's like to go on a fast. You know? There's gonna be blackouts. The Lord's gonna play this place like he did Egypt once before, man. You a dude bumping some chick rap. Like, Jake needs a savior. They don't want it. That's the crazy part. Did you find it, the bar?
The Lord shall send evils.
Yeah, that's
16.
Yeah.
16.
It's in the top part.
16 or 15.
Well, give me what you got.
Okay, Con. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 21 in the GNT. It says, I will pay them back with the same harsh treatment they have always given to my chosen people.
Yeah, that's what Edom's getting ready to see, man. All right, and he's running from it. He's ducking and dodging it, but he's not going to be able to anymore, man. He has to pay for what he has done. He's quick to hold somebody accountable for their action in his age, his world, his law system. Go ahead.
The Lord says, I will use my power, and there will be no mercy for sinners. I will put to death all who have murdered innocent people.
Yeah, man. And Esau's the king of that. He's at the head of the list of that. You know? Just go on lands. I forgot that movie. Buzz put it in the chat. But you know, you go on these remote lands and just slaughter any and everybody just to get that land, man. That's his MO. Seek, kill, and destroy. St. John 10 again. The thief coming not but to kill, steal, and destroy. Remember the Lord said in that same verse, I believe it's 2 Corinthians 15, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. You know? Talking about the tribes, man, the Israelites. Once again, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians. Go ahead.
Verse 23, my anger has become so fierce that fire has blazed out to burn up the foundations of the earth.
So the Lord's angry as shit, man. You know, Isaiah 13 comes to mind. The Lord cometh cool, right? Bloodthirsty. The Lord has a judgment to settle with you Edomites, man. And according to many scriptures, but 2 Corinthians 13 comes to mind, the Lord's going to prevail. Yeah.
And to burn up sinners like straw.
Like straw, man. You put some flame to a straw, it goes through quick. It burns quick, man. Don't waste no time. Was that Zechariah 14 and 12? This shall be the plague. I think it's Zechariah 14 and 12. Yeah, I think it's Zechariah. You got it.
Sinners who do not keep my commands are doomed, says the Lord.
Yep. And our people they are doomed with a capital D. Right? Zechariah 13, 2/3 gonna be shut off. They have to come back through the loins of the elect. Because they spent their time, their grace period, transgression against the Heavenly Father. Going after their own lust, going after their own way. What they deemed was right. The Lord told us in Deuteronomy 10, O Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear thee, right? And to keep his ways. And our people don't want to do that. Therefore, judgment's going to befall them, man. In the worst way. Because y'all remember, the Lord said he's no longer going to take us into captivity again. You know? So this is going to be it. You got
it says, I will have no mercy on them out of my sight, you rebels.
Yeah, so the Lord's not going to have any mercy. And you got to remember, Esau's not going to show any mercy. The only mercy you can get is from the entity that you're despising. Let that sink in. You know what Jake said? Well, is that the God of the Bible? I don't want to serve a God like that. Okay. Well, go and cross them gods when judgment comes.
Yeah.
You know?
That's Judges 10 and 14.
Yep.
It says, do not defile it, Slakia. Do not defile my holy temple.
That was it. Did you find that pretty simple part?
He was in.
Oh, he's already in? So look,
It's a lot in that chapter.
So look, judgment's coming, man. You know, that's what we're telling you. Judgment from the Heavenly Father, whose only begotten Son, is coming to the earth, man. Once again, the importance of repenting. Jake don't even know what that is. And then we tell Jake about repenting and what they got to do. They want none of it. Because that's not glorified. That's not rewarded in the flesh. Who died and made you captain? Who made you ruler? Who established you is the way of righteousness? That's how people look at us, man. You got to get something?
I was thinking what you talking about. Well, it wasn't 15.
You got anything, my caller?
Yeah.
No.
There's 2 Edges chapter 7, verse 34. It says, but judgment only shall remain.
That's it.
Truth shall stand and faith shall wax strong. So that's the time we're at now, man. That's the only thing that's left on the table is judgment. And you think about a storehouse. The only thing left is, shit that, the stuff that was more valuable, of use, people took it already, man.
That's right.
And that's the man of the Lord and his truth, man. Matthew 25th chapter was wise virgins, man, that took oil in their vessel. All that's going to be left for you is judgment. Say, what's left for me? You came hella late. You missed the whole function, man. You know, you looking for a plate. You know, that's Jake. Jake showed for a plate. All the good shit going, man.
Yep. Yep.
You know, that's what happens again when you low. Just walk to the chapter. Make it Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Serve the Lord. I'll come when I'm ready. I'll come as I am. I'm gonna come with my dirty ass shoes. You know, walk around and stomp around like a old boy from Dave Chappelle. What's his name? James. And what's the Lord gonna do, man? He said, all right, cool. Don't burn up so-called America. Your beloved so-called America. You Babylon the Great, and wherever you've been scattered throughout the folk in this earth. Because the main judgment is here in so-called America, but judgment's gonna happen around the world as well. Because Esau we went into early. He's not gonna lay down and say, "All right, y'all got it."
Yeah, nah.
This nigga gonna fight against the Lord in the heaven.
Yep.
He got Space Force. What's he gonna do with you in your little town home, man?
Right.
So that's what the one is, man. You're looking around, seeing, you know, maybe we got something nice to say to you. You know, like guys come by a couple weeks ago. I mean, this not for you, man.
Right.
You know, if you don't want the truth, you want to just live in your fantasy land. You want to eat the food of the king of this world, be a part of his table, his party. Cool, man. Well, all good things come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said, the lights turn on. Now it's time to acknowledge your faults. You know, deal with accountability. That's what people running from, man. You're sitting against your power. And going to be on the tribe, man. You know, so you don't get no pass from the Lord. Call on JC, you're gonna be saved. Close your damn mind, man. You're gonna get the dial tone. You're gonna find out that his deliverance record is 0 in a billion.
Right.
Like you called on him and didn't get no answer. You know, it's the same thing this time, man. You know, no magic bean, no pill. Go close your eyes. Oh, this is a nightmare. It's not real. You're not getting away from this, man. Because again, it's a day that the whole world put off. You count out everything except for the return of the Lord.
Right.
You expect Esau to have mercy on you in these days. You're not gonna get no mercy.
Right.
Because he didn't show no mercy. That's his judgment. That's the thing, you don't read your books. And that's in Revelation 1st chapter. Let's see, they read it. Don't read. That holly jolly shit, that Christmas spirit shit. Like everybody get along.
Right.
With the human race, that shit is dead, man. Again, our people get the tail end worst part of it because you really believe that this man got him a good bone anyway. He ain't run out the hundreds of years that he never did. Man.
He showed hundreds of years. He showed.
What?
I was just saying, he got hundreds of years of record and proof. He let you know how he feel. He let you know how he look.
Right. You know, so with that, you know, Lord willing, camp satisfying. Before we close, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father's only begotten Son.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakodash.
Double honors, apostles, great no stone, shalom on to the elect.
To the
Shalom.
Oh.
No, they
For real.
overtime.
Damn, Jake, gonna stop right in the middle of the street.
Oh,
Damn.
Y'all don't know what time he was on.